deep, but we don't wanna let go. We answer questions that we ask alone. I hear the words, but they're coming out an echo. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Why complicate that feeling hate when it suffocates at the bottom? Don't take the bait, just walk away, resuscitate your nirvana. I feel a way I've never felt before. I finally found what I'm looking for. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Lazarus, so you've been laid to rest. Forever in our open arms, we're thankful we made it safe so far. We proudly show our battle scars because they made us true. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Lazarus, so you've been laid to rest. Lazarus, so you've been laid to rest.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 83rd. Ooh, I'm losing track of time. 83rd episode of FNV. FNV is short for Friday Night VTubing, and this is a show where I, your host Zarastro, interview various VTubers from all over the community. And tonight, our guest will be Ophelia Valentine. Val, please say hi, introduce yourself, and tell our listeners something about you that they might not know.
Howdy, I'm Ophelia Valentine. You call me Val or Valentine. My pronouns are she, her, they, them. And what they may not know is I actually almost went to Korea for dance. So there you go.
For dance?
For dance, yeah.
Hell yeah. What type of dance, though?
It was hip hop pop music. So I got offered to go to a competition there to win. So it was really cool.
Win.
Yeah, to win. So I can get trained by K-pop stars.
Why'd you say no?
Money. I couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like they paid for everything except the flight, and the flight to Korea is like $4,000. Yeah. So I was like,
why can't they just cover the flight too?
I wish, man. I wish. I would have been like, let's go. I got everything else.
But okay. So what do you still dance then?
I do.
You do? Okay.
But I do it more like
just for fun.
Yeah. Exercise.
Yeah, it's more just a hobby. Okay.
Hobby.
So let me then ask you the very first question. What is your lore? Because I know that you are a vampire, rootin' tootin', cowboy shooting Valentine. I don't know where I was going to take that. I don't know where I was going to take it further.
No worries.
But you are a Valentine.
I am a Valentine. I'm from a small mining town. My family moved out west for the hopes of, gold, money, whatever the case was.
Right.
And so when I was younger, we had gone through a really bad spot of famine, because back then there wasn't a lot of food like there is now. You had to grow what you had.
True.
And so my family had went through a lot of famine and disease, and our town was suffering. So this guy had come in saying he was a priest of God, and that if we repented and, you know, yada, 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 we would be saved. I became one of his assistants to help my family in hopes of my siblings being able to survive the winter. And little did we know, this man was also telling everyone that our town was a witch town and that we were practicing dark arts.
This same man.
This same man that was supposed to be our savior was saying that we were practicing dark arts, because we started to learn that he wasn't exactly normal. And before I knew what was happening, I was also changed into a vampire. My mortal life was gone from me. But in my mind at the time, because I was naive, I thought I was doing what was best for my family, to protect them from anything else. So once we had changed, me and 3 others, we were assisting him. And then that's when we had a whole big town come in and just kill everyone in my town because they thought they were witch believers. So once that happened, with all that ruckus, we all scattered. Me and my siblings and my master all just scattered. I don't know where they are. I don't know where he is. So I was kind of left to wonder and figure out this whole vampire thing by myself. I did about 50 years alive, and then I just went to a slumber, and I woke up about 3 years ago and just started streaming because I wanted to connect with people. So here I am.
Okay. What do you remember the day you woke up? I'm curious.
It was in fall because I could smell the trees. That's all I can remember. Because when you wake up,
would mean October, right?
October, probably. Yeah, maybe September, around those parts.
Okay. Because remember, it's winter for me now.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I always need to switch things up. In spring, we have pumpkin spice latte in Starbucks. In spring down here.
That would be good in spring, though. Not gonna lie.
It is. It's good whenever. It's good whenever.
Exactly.
It's just in season then.
Exactly. Yeah. So around October, September, when a vampire wakes from slumber like that, like basically a coma, we're very hungry and we're very discombobulated for like at least a week or two.
Okay. So... You know that we kind of entered this world at the same time. Well, entered. I say you woke up. I entered. Because I also got transported to this world in October of 2020.
Oh shit! We did it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fate. It's fate.
The world said, "We need you."
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah. Like we've got the matching color schemes. You're wearing more black and red than me, but I've got it in my hair, and we've got the same mascara on the eye or the eyeshadow.
Exactly. Like,
come on. It's fate.
We bring in the drama, the spice.
Hell yeah. Are we the Spice Girls now? the new generation of the Spice Girls down here in the VTuber community.
Exactly, yes. Oh man, gotta release our single. Gotta work on that.
Oh yeah. What genre is it gonna be? Is it gonna be country?
Oh, country rock. How about
country
that?
metal.
We
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Death. Yeah. It's an album. It's got like a death metal cover, or rather no, it's got a country cover, but the band name is written like a death metal band or like a black metal band, right? And then the songs range from classic country, just chill vibes, to fucking screaming bloody murder.
Yes.
Or I guess screaming Bloody Mary.
Ooh. First song name, Bloody Mary. Writing it down.
Bloody Mary. Yeah. Wordplay on both the drink and the ritual. Yo.
Yes. I love it.
Although I don't know how to write songs, I've tried, and I never managed to actually build them together. I recently had a thought. I've got like a couple lines of a potential country song. Those
Okay.
lines are: "You're like a strong black coffee on a..." Wait, where'd the thing go? Oh, fuck. Wait, it broke.
I'm waiting.
My model might break for a
excited.
second. "You're like a strong black coffee on a winter's day. I don't know..." Wait, let me try and sing it in like a country style. "You're like a strong black coffee on a winter's day. I know that I've never ever really felt this way. I need your hot, warm loving, and I need it now. So please call me when you're coming around."
That's great. I love it. That is very much a country song.
It is country, isn't it?
You gotta change the coffee to like whiskey, and then you'll be good because
You know,
alcohol and women.
yeah, true. You know, I do have a glass of whiskey with me right now.
There you go. It's meant to be.
Yeah, but see, but if I change the coffee to a whiskey, then you don't get a hard, a warm black whiskey, do you?
Hmm.
And plus, it's
whiskey.
oh, maybe.
Hmm.
But no, we save the whiskey for the evening. Right now, it's in the morning. It's a coffee.
True.
A strong black coffee.
Hey, I've known cowfolk to drink whiskey at 8 a.m. I don't know. They started off hard. They go full throttle. 8 a.m. That's my whiskey.
Do you know what they're thinking or what their reasoning is? It might be 8 a.m. here, but somewhere in the world it's 8 p.m.
5 o'clock. Yeah.
It's 5 p.m. somewhere in the world.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It was 5 o'clock
Exactly.
3 hours ago.
There you go.
Yeah. See, I got the mindset already.
Yeah, you get it.
Now I just need to learn how to play country.
You get a banjo.
Get a banjo.
Get some spoons. Get some spoons on your knee.
Spoons.
Yeah. Have you seen a spoon player?
No.
Oh my god, it's great.
It's a spoon player.
They like bang spoons on their knees.
On their knees?
Yeah,
Wait.
they can do it all over the
No,
body.
I need to look this up real quick. Spoon player? No way that's real.
They can play it.
Angels in
hold on.
Heaven, Chris Rodriguez and the Spoon Lady.
Hold on.
Like-
Spoon. I got you.
I need to see this.
Here you go.
Chat,
yeah,
y'all
this-
won't be
yeah,
able to hear it. Is it Chris Rodriguez? That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she plays with spoons. Yeah, I see him.
Okay, that's not on her knees though.
You can play it whenever, wherever. A lot of people do it on their knees.
Okay, but
They'll
you
do
do
it on
need
like
two.
their elbows. Yeah, you need two spoons.
You need two spoons. Okay. Yes. Okay, so it's percussion, but it's a very simple form of percussion.
Yes. We make do in the South, okay?
You make do
We
what you got.
spoons. Yeah, exactly.
How about
You
a
need
fork?
spoons, a banjo, a
Yeah.
fiddle.
Fiddle?
You can even
I'll
do
leave the
like
I'll leave the fiddling to you.
You think I can play Devil Without Georgia? I can't even
Yeah.
pick that damn thing up.
Yeah, I feel like you can play the Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh God.
I feel
We're
like
gonna
you
be here for
could.
a long time. Oh no.
I love how
get off-
you're just bringing out the Texas in me.
That's my goal. I got you.
I
Bring out the
I did
root.
mention to you the other day when I hopped into your stream. It's like we love the twang,
The twang.
the twang, and the twang just comes out when
The drawl.
speaking. Yeah, the drawl, the twang and the drawl.
Mhm.
It just comes
lot
out
of-
naturally.
Texas people, a lot of people think that Southerners have the same accent, like the same country accent. But if you talk to someone from Tennessee and they talk to someone from Texas, Texas has more of a drawl. Tennessee has more of a twang.
Hmm.
So it's interesting if you listen to it. Yeah.
How do you distinguish
have to be
between the
proud of
two?
So like a drawl is where you pull out the words. Tennessee is very like bouncy and very like,
Okay.
you got that. Yeah, you hear it.
Yeah, I hear it.
It's bad. It's bad. I do it bad, but
Okay, so
but
I guess I have a bit more of a drawl than rather than a twang
yeah,
if I were to.
yeah,
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
You hear a lot with
accents
girls too.
with girls specifically. Do you mean the twang or
The
drawl?
twang.
Oh, the twang.
Twang.
So the twang is
Mhm.
more noticeable with female speakers.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Would it be then fair to assume that the drawl is more noticeable with male speakers?
Maybe, yeah. I think so. I mean, you could say some Texans still have a twang, but the drawl is pulling out the words, out the syllables about like, it's a longer word where like Tennessee will speak faster. Texans usually sleep speak a little slower.
They sleep a little. They sleep a little slower too.
Yeah, honestly, relatable. Me as a Texan, for real, for real.
Okay. Let me ask you. So, what were some of your inspirations for your design? Why did you choose to look the way you do?
Okay, so I am from Texas, and I really wanted to have that cowfolk factor.
Yeah.
So when I used to live in Florida, and I got really bullied about my accent, so I hid it for a while, and I figured if I did a cowgirl, I would be able to.
And you don't have to.
Yeah, I don't have to hide it.
Oh, then you
So
could
I
actually fucking improve your accent, make it stronger.
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah.
And then I'm a big rock lover. I love metal. I love
Hell
rock.
yeah.
I love gothic. I dress black every day. So
let me ask, what's your favorite band? At this moment, let's say, what's your favorite band now? Because I know I've been asked this question before, and it's a difficult one. So I know it's a difficult question. So what's your favorite band now?
I've been listening to a lot of Rammstein actually
Okay.
lately. I really like Rammstein.
Hell yeah.
But it kind of changes because I listen to K-pop, I listen to country, I listen to pop, I listen to metal. It doesn't really matter.
Honestly,
my favorite
same.
right now is Rammstein. Yeah, it's good to have a lot of music, right? It's fun because then if you're in a different mood, you could listen to pop.
Yeah,
you can just do it because you have something you like.
Yeah, because if I'm playing a shooter game, then I'll listen to some cyberpunk style EDM music.
EDM,
but specifically the cyberpunk genre because I just really fucking love it. Or funk. And then if I get tilted at the game, then I'll switch over to death metal.
There we go. Yeah,
then I'll go to Slaughter to Prevail or the Architects. The heavier shit.
Yeah, that's when you're putting the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, fit for a king. Fit for a king stacking bodies. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I get it.
But okay, what's your favorite song from Rammstein, would you say?
Sonne.
Sonne? Okay.
Yeah.
That was actually one of my very first exposures. It was my gateway song to Rammstein.
I'm so surprised it was in Du Hast. I'll be honest.
It might have been. I've heard Du Hast before then. But Du Hast is not what got me into Rammstein. What got me into Rammstein was Sonne.
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah.
The music is so good. I just love it. It hits right,
Yeah. But no, I would say one of my favorite songs from Rammstein is from their most recent album, the self-titled one, with the match being either Tattoo or Radio. Because both of them are bangers, and Tattoo is fun, is cool because I know how to play it, and it's super simple and fun to play on the guitar, so yeah, but Radio is both
are so good. Those are so good choices. Yes. I love it.
Yeah. What's the weirdest song you've ever heard? Because you know, in metal or just rock in general, there can be some weird ones.
Oh, actually, from Eurovision this year.
From Eurovision this year.
Yes, it's one of the weirdest songs. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It's not rock, but it is the weirdest song where I said, "What the fuck is this?" It got so high, and I don't know why. Let me find it. Because like the music is very unique. I'll say it's here. I'll send it to you.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. Whose entry was it? Of course it was. Of course it was Croatia. I feel like last year they had a similar, also something like that. Although not gonna lie, Norway pulling up with Banana. Was it Norway?
I love that song.
I do too. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it so much. Oh,
I did
so
too.
good.
Dude, that
So
was the
good.
highlight of Eurovision 2022 for me.
It really was. I'm so surprised it didn't place. I was like, y'all fucked up. y'all make me mad. That was a banger.
It was. Before
And
that,
they sing it
Wolf,
so much
it's
better
my grandma.
live.
Give that
Give that
wolf
wolf
my banana. Give that wolf.
It's so good.
It really is. Oh.
It was
But
giving me,
nobody
like early Daft Punk vibes.
Yeah, no, for real. But no, it that doesn't compare to, in terms of like, you know, bad songs, to Serbia's song from last year, where they with the basically like the tutorial on how to wash your hands.
Oh, I think that one is like what is the other band? There was another one that did like a political statement, and I feel like Serbia did the same thing as them this like they did it this year that Serbia did last year.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I'm just like, sorry, no, that ain't gonna fly.
I thought it was interesting to put that on like such a big platform, but I was also like, wow, there's a lot of bangers this year. I think it placed high though, didn't it not? Top 10?
I don't know. I didn't catch up with Eurovision this year. Who won, by the way?
This year?
Yeah.
Tattoo, Sweden.
Okay.
Even though I think what was it? Finland should have won.
Finland should have won.
Because he did cha cha cha.
Cha cha.
It's so good. It's a good fucking song.
I'm gonna have to fucking go catch up. I'm gonna have to go catch up.
You're gonna have to let me know. Like Tattoo by Loreen was really good, but I felt like Cha 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 was so much better. It was a better song.
Yeah, my mod in chat being Swedish.
Oh really?
Yeah, going, hey, I Sverige.
Oh man.
But okay, so then let me ask, so why specifically, what makes you love the cowboy or cowfolk genre as a whole? This is a bit of a deeper dive, if you could say that.
Okay.
See it that way.
Yeah. I feel like there's a big thing with country folk, right?
Yeah.
It's when you're in their home, they want you to feel welcomed. They want you to feel like you're at home and you can do whatever. You could go through their elves, you could go through their food. It's like a big hug. And I felt like I always wanted to be able to give that to other people. Is I wanted to give them this southern like comfort. Like,
yeah, the southern comfort.
Yeah.
That's a drink, isn't it? Southern comfort's a drink down here, as far as I know. I don't know if it's international.
But it's supposed to be a warm hug, southern, hospitality is like none other. So and we're like family, and I really wanted that because it's a real big thing in the South. Family is very important. So I really wanted the community and everyone that came in to feel like they're a part of a family. So when I picked a cowfolk, I thought about that, of being like, we're hardworking, we're a little hard, like rough around the edges, but we love each other, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what really drew me to being a cowfolk, cowgirl VTuber.
Okay. I'll take a sip of my whiskey to that.
Let's go.
Although it's Irish whiskey.
That's okay. I'm
Hey.
Irish. It works.
Oh yeah. No, in my opinion, right, it might be a hot take to some whiskey drinkers. Irish is better than Scotch. Scotch is just more affordable.
Well, as someone who doesn't drink whiskey, I'll agree with you. I don't know.
Okay, that's
my
at least how I
tequila.
feel when it comes to prices increasing when it comes to imports as well. Irish is usually the
Oh.
more expensive whiskey, but it's always softer. And it's easier on the tongue. Some Scotch is just burning.
Oh God.
And like
Yeah,
I've got this one bottle of whiskey that I bought a couple
Mhm.
weeks ago.
Mhm.
And I drank it. I was just having a good evening on it. We were having a barbecue, basically. Our version of it over an open fire. It's called a braai. And it's amazing. If you ever come to South Africa, you've got to have a braai before you leave.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, so we were just chilling. I was drinking this whiskey. It's called Three Ships. And
Mhm.
the next day, I woke up with a fucking tearing stomach ache. And
Oh,
it persisted for 2 days. Then
Oh no.
then it went away. Then on Wednesday, we had another braai. So I was drinking whiskey again. And I had it last. But this time, I was like, maybe, what if it was the whiskey? So I took it slow.
Yeah.
By the time I had finished half of that first glass, I could feel that same stomach ache rising up again.
Oh shit.
So I left the glass for a bit, the stomach ache went away. I finished the glass, it came back.
Oh, it was the whiskey.
It was that whiskey. And now I've got it
Oh,
sitting
man.
in my bar in the cupboard. For
You're like, no.
yeah. Now
Emergencies.
that'll be the whiskey I give to somebody else coming by. And be like, hey, you drink whiskey?
Hey, you want the whiskey?
You want some whiskey? Here, have some Three Ships. And I'm never
Oh,
buying
man.
Three Ships again.
And they don't even know. It comes
No.
with tummy aches, probably.
No, but see,
funny.
other people don't have those issues.
True.
Other people don't have those issues, so I'm just like, okay, my body just doesn't like
Doesn't like
Three
it.
Ships.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That is totally fair.
I'll stick to my first watch, my White Horse, and my Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. I love that show.
Yeah, no, it's a whiskey. Yeah, no, it's a whiskey. The Peaky Blinders
Oh,
whiskey.
really?
It's an actual thing. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, let me show you. It's an Irish whiskey. Let me show Peaky Blinders Irish whiskey, and it's my favorite. Next to Suntory. Suntory has been the best whiskey that I've had, but
Ooh.
it's expensive. Oscar. Sorry, that was my dog. He's complaining about random shit. He makes noises. I don't know if my mic picked that up. It probably did.
It did.
It did.
I was like, what was that?
He's throwing a tantrum right now. And I don't know why. But don't worry, that it sounded like a hurt noise. He's not hurt. He's just loud. But no, there you go. That's the Peaky Blinder. It's my favorite whiskey.
Oh, it's pretty. I like the bottle.
Yeah. And the other day we found a fancy decanter in the garage, like in a storage box or something.
Ooh, it's
And,
like a fancy one now.
Yeah. So I poured over the Peaky Blinders into that crystal decanter, and now I can really feel upper class when I drink it. when I drink the whiskey that I bought with the last bit of my paycheck, then I can feel a bit more upper class.
There you go. You gotta have the peaky out too while you're sipping.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Oh, cracking out the peaky, just having a good evening, chilling. Yeah.
There you go.
But okay. Now, first off, just before we move off of this topic, I do love your outfit, by the way. Like it's
Thank you.
I think it's perfection in simplicity. Because it's not like, you know, way out there. It's jeans, it's got a red coat, and
Mm-hmm.
a big
Well, I know where you're looking.
You cannot listen. You cannot fault me. You cannot fault me. It is calling attention. It is calling attention to it.
Hey,
But,
I gotta distract people when I'm robbing them, right?
Exactly. You do.
Get it.
You're like your money or your life. Don't look at my face.
Look here. Just takes their wallet. Keep looking.
Okay, they're robbing them blind, but giving them a sight for days.
Exactly. They don't, what hits them until I'm gone. And that's the point.
Exactly. See, we get it. Get it.
Mm-hmm. Get it.
So when am I going out riding with you, robbing the next poor soul?
We usually go out at night. Nocturnal. They're at bars. They don't know what they're doing. They're drinking. We take their money.
True, fair. I mean, it is night right now. For me.
It's 3:00 for me. I woke up early. Climbing out of my coffin like half dead this morning.
Half dead more than usual.
Yeah. More than usual, because I was like, damn, I usually get up around 6, like 5, 6. This is early for a vampire.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna out myself a bit. I only got out of bed at 6 p.m. today.
Hey, that's okay.
I went to bed at 4 a.m. I was in bed. I was in bed for 14 solid hours. I woke up at 4, and then was it at 4? Yeah, I woke up at 4, and then I was just sitting watching YouTube in bed until 6.
Did you at least get some good sleep?
I did.
Yeah,
it was some solid sleep. I mean, it was 12 hours.
I don't judge. Hey, I don't judge. Get your sleep.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you don't get to look as pretty as we do just by not sleeping.
Exactly. We got to get 14 hours to
Exactly.
equate to the 3 hours putting on makeup and our outfits. Because actually, then we only get 11 hours, but then it's 3 hours falling asleep.
Yeah. Putting these red streaks in takes time. I got to make sure they're always bright. Sometimes they fade a bit, you know. So I just grab
the dye.
Yeah, I'll just grab a red Sharpie.
Oh my god, how did I know you were gonna say It works, but don't recommend it. That's what C kids used to do back in the day. Draw their little raccoon hair with the Sharpies. I remember that.
I would. I've legit considered getting like actual red highlights in my hair, but I've not gotten to that point. I don't know.
You're not there yet.
I'm not there yet. I've wanted to real bad, but each time then it's like, but what if it actually does like really damage my hair? I like my hair's long. I've been growing it out since August 2019. That was my senior year in high school.
How long is it now?
Right now, when held tight, because look, I've got curly hair, so
okay.
So it curls up quite a bunch. But when it's held tight, it goes down to about the middle of my shoulder blades.
Oh wow, it is long.
Yeah, and it's only on the top, not on the sides or the back. Only on the top.
Wow.
So I
long hair.
Yeah. Because with the curls, I've always had trouble styling it at all, because I've got
that's fair.
What's the designation for the curls again? Is it like 3C curls?
Yeah.
Let me see. Is it 3C? Yeah, it's probably like 3C. That's what it's at about. So those types of curls, but then it's not. Okay, maybe it's not 3C. 3C 3A more like now because it's relaxed. But previously, when my hair was still short, because our school had a really strict dress code, where you're because we have uniforms and shit down here. We ain't going to our schools in civvies and all that. So
Civvies?
plain clothes.
What do you mean civvies? That's an adorable way to call that.
Yeah,
civvies.
that's what we call it. Civvies, like civilian clothes.
That's cool.
Yeah, we call it
that.
civvies. We'd have like once a term, we'd have like a civvy day. We go in your
Like
plain
casual.
clothes, in casual. But otherwise, no, we had like a strict dress code. So my hair wasn't able to get long or anything. And at a point, like the curls when my hair was short was tight. And I, at a point, had like a mini afro.
Did you ever put like gel or mousse in it?
It wouldn't help.
No?
No.
I don't know much about curly hair, but I'm so sorry.
Nothing would help. So one of my nephews told me at that point, being like, hey, just grow it out. Because that's what I did. I have kind of similar curls to you. And now my hair is kind of straight. Like the curls have relaxed more to something along the lines of, let me open that chart again. About like a 2A. So it's gone from a 3A to a 2A, which now it's just a bit wavy.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Which has been amazing in terms of what I can do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like now I'm currently wearing it in a braid. A French braid that my mother did for me.
Let's go, braids!
Yeah. So no, I've had quite the experience growing my hair, and I don't. How did we get on this topic?
I don't know.
Right. The highlights. the highlights. I don't want to risk damaging my hair and having like a bunch of it, be dead or something, and then lose a bunch of it and have to like start regrowing or whatever.
Well, you could always do like one strand and see if you like it, and then if not, it's just one like underneath your hair, like at the back.
Yeah.
So it's not too much of a loss.
Or specifically the one that's like right at the corner in the front. That will always be the center of attention, so that if that one actually does look good.
True, you could, if you want to risk it for the biscuits, you sure can do that. You sure can.
I mean, you can't wash it out, right?
Some dyes, but if you have dark hair, you're gonna have to bleach it and then dye it.
Yeah, that's also the issue. I do have dark hair.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bleach it and then dye it red.
Yeah, like it's a super dark brown.
Oh God!
Like it's not black hair. It's super dark brown.
Got you. Yeah. But the good thing is because it's natural and you've never dyed it before, if you dye it blonde, it will lighten up easier. Because if you dye your hair and then you try to bleach it again, it's harder to like redo that. But because you have natural hair, it should lighten up easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
but you can always do it at the back and try it.
At the back, yeah. I'd probably rather just try it like with a tiny bit at the back, so that if I tie it up, I can maybe still see it through.
Yeah,
or like if there's a braid, there's a peekaboo just peeking through.
Exactly. It's a finesse.
Yeah. But okay, then let me ask you: so, who or what inspired you to become a VTuber? What led you down the rabbit hole, and how did you get stuck here? what led you to fall down, and what's kept you here?
Well, honestly, I didn't watch VTubers before I started streaming. I just watched a lot of like Let's Plays on YouTube. A lot of my favorite like people like Markiplier and a lot of the older people that I watch really inspired me, because I was like, I really enjoy this, and a lot of them helped me through like hard times by watching Let's Plays, because I could just watch it and not worry about whatever was going on.
Yeah.
But when I didn't know there was such thing as VTubers. Like I knew Kizuna I think it was.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize she was a VTuber. I thought she was just, an you know, another anime girl. And it wasn't until like I found Shy Lily on TikTok where I was like, what is this? This is an actual person. And I kind of dived in it a little bit more. And I was like, wait, I can do this. So I was like, let's try. So I started out as like a PNG tuber and then just kept moving, kept making stuff, kept doing stuff. And I'm not here now. So I really enjoy it.
Okay. So how long is this? Is this your first Life to D model then?
Yes, this is my first one. First one. Yep.
How long ago
First
did you
one.
debut it? Because I feel like it's kind of recent, no?
Yes, like a month and a half ago, I
Yeah.
debuted it.
I think that's when
I've
I
only
found
been streaming for a
you.
year. Yeah, I've only been streaming for a year and like a month or so.
Okay.
So very excited.
I'm putting you on the
Like,
list then. If you've been streaming for a year and a month, I'm putting you on the list.
what's the list?
Check your Twitter notifications.
Uh-oh. What's this?
Add to
Oh,
list.
no.
Actually, I'm adding you to 2. Core highs
Uh-oh.
and FNV guests. There we go. You're on the
Oh, no,
core high
but my-
list and the FNV guest list.
Let's go. I'll take it.
Sometimes
I'll
forget
take
to add people to the guest list. It's more just for organization for me. Because I use Twitter lists for everything. I've got like 5 different ones for just FNV. Like people, like there's one for people who I want to reach out to. Those are private, by the way. People don't know when they're added to the list, but yeah. So it's like people I want to reach out to, then people I want to reach out to, but their DMs are closed. People I want to reach out to, but they've not debuted yet because I don't know if I need someone with at least some streaming experience to talk about the streaming experience that they've had.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
Yeah, and then there's another one with people I want to invite, but they're. Why did I say their DMs were closed?
Yeah.
Something like that, and people who I have reached out to, but they didn't respond. So yeah, lists are an organizational tool for me.
I got you. Yeah, they help a lot.
Yeah,
They help a lot.
but okay, so you say you found Shy Lily on TikTok, and then you just fell further.
Yeah, and you know, like I started watching. I don't really connect. I like VTubers or streamers that I connect with, whether it's on like an emotional level or like a humor level.
Yeah.
And I really connected with her humor.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, I really like her, and that's kind of what spurred me into looking into it. And then I saw my PNG tuber artists on TikTok offering commissions, and I was like, well, if this isn't a sign.
If this ain't a sign, it's like you jumped on it, I'm assuming.
Yep, I sure did. I was like, let's go for it.
Do you still use your PNG tuber every now and then? I'm assuming when you're like on a collab using what's it called? Reactive.
I mean, I don't, because I get reactives drawn up because my character has gone through like an evolution of sorts. Yeah. So it's not too different, honestly, from where it is now, but I just haven't used it in a long time. But there's still clips of it on my Twitch and stuff, because I streamed with it for so long, and I was streaming like 5 days a week for a year before I debuted this one. So they're everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. I do I do also appreciate, VTuber models going through an evolution as time goes on. Because I mean, this is my 3rd model.
Yeah.
And,
what was your first? Did you start with?
My first, I'll show it. I'll show it on stream so that people can see it. It's horrible. Let me just say it is horrible. So this was my very first model. This was also when I started rigging. So you can see, so you can see this has like the smallest amount of movement. I commissioned a friend of mine for 2 months of Discord Nitro, is what I paid him in.
Oh wow!
Because he was in Pakistan and PayPal doesn't work there. But
got you.
Yeah, he said he'll do it for $10, and he drew this. I split it up and made it. Then on my 1 year anniversary, I debuted this one.
Oh, this is exciting. I love this.
I debuted this one,
Oh, that's cute.
which this is my favorite toggle I've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Little just lighting up a
that's
ciggy.
cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then not too long after that, I had my 21st birthday, like literally the year after, but it was like October's the 10th month, 7 months later, in May, I then debuted this one, which was last year, May.
Oh, that's so cool. I love the evolution because you can see like what stayed and what has like gone.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like the dog tags came in with the second version, and I was like, okay, it has to stay. Like I cannot not use a dog tag or not have it. Hell, I've even now got the dog tag IRL that one of my friends gave me as a gift.
Oh, cute.
And like the red hair or the red streaks, the scar over the eye, and the obsession with fur.
With fur, yes.
Yeah, like the fur jacket, fur on the boots too.
I love it.
If I just pull it up there, fur on the boots.
Oh, so cute.
And since then, yeah, thigh highs are just as with the belts as well. And my favorite thing is the open tum, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yes, the midriff.
I feel like the midriff has it's become an essential part now. If I get more gender bend models, which I am planning, there has to be a midriff.
That is fair. There's like things that you have to keep in the character, you know?
Yes.
That you really are like, yes, that has to stay, you know?
Yeah.
I get that.
But okay, so then let me ask, so what would you say, what inspires you now? Because we talked about what inspired you to become a VTuber. But
yeah.
What inspires you now, as of this moment?
That's a good question. I haven't thought about that. I think my community really inspires me because they believe in me. I know it sounds like really cheesy, but they really inspire me to like push myself more, but also take breaks because I'm terrible at taking breaks. But they really push me to be more than I can. But I also want to like do a lot more things like music, or I want to do, I don't know, like pushing the limits of what a VTuber model can do. Because I feel like that's exciting to me. Make it more realistic. And honestly, I watch a lot of VTubers. Like when I have free time, which is very rare now. But when I have free time, I'll go through Twitch and I'll look at like smaller VTubers. I'll look at bigger VTubers and kind of just like watch what they're doing and kind of try to get an inspiration from them. Because, you know, I feel like the VTubing community is inspiring in itself, you know, like we're streamers trying with like, you know, anime or bassist characters, trying to sell like ourselves, but also our character. And I find that fascinating. So I really like to go through and see how people integrate like character into like streaming, like gaming. So that's just something I really enjoy doing. That's what inspires me. It's learning more about that kind of stuff. Like my brain really enjoys it.
The fact that the community, just like our models, is always evolving.
Always evolving. And then also like there's so many different types of people. I really enjoy that. Like, I don't know. I just think the community itself is just fascinating. We have a lot growing to do, but I feel like where we are now is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Okay. And then, let me just quickly say, if you guys have any questions for me or Ophelia or both of us, feel free to click on the little blue box there at the top of chat, where you can see click here to ask your questions for Val. That's the Q&A section. If you have questions, we will ask them later. And we'll ask them later when we get to that point. But first, make sure you go check out fnv.crd.co for everything to do with the show. If you are a fellow VTuber and you wish to be on the show, there is also a Google Forms link that you can fill out to apply. This will be for Season 2 of the show because I will be ending Season 1 at episode 100. But yeah, otherwise, go check out all of my socials and shit. It's also linked on fnv.crd.co. And go check out my lovely guest, Ophelia Valentine, on her Twitter and Twitch. Her Twitter is at Lil Ophelia, or Lil O Valentine. That is LILOVALENTINE. And on Twitch, it's Ophelia Valentine, where you can find her at twitch.tv/OPHELIA Valentine. Just like how I spelled it before.
I try to make it easy.
Yeah. Let me ask. I think I saw at some point why you dropped the Ophelia from your Twitter, but would you rehash that? Like, why did you drop the Ophelia from your Twitter?
Okay, so I named Ophelia because of Hamlet. It's a Shakespeare play, and she's one of my favorite characters. But people started calling me Ophi, and I really don't like being called Ophi. So I was like, let me go with Valentine. And it also kind of goes with the whole idea of like being an outlaw. Like people don't know your first name. They just know you by Val or Valentine.
Okay. You're O Valentine.
O Valentine, because it's Ophelia
That's what it
Valentine,
would say on the on the wanted poster. Wanted O Valentine.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a play on words because it's like O Valentine. So
okay.
But
and then another question that I had thought of earlier when you were talking about your lore is Valentine perhaps related to the Reddit redemption town of Valentine?
I mean, yes and no, because it is my favorite town in Red Dead.
Yeah.
But I wanted to have like this like sad sad sex appeal, because if you know about Ophelia from Hamlet, she's a sad character.
Okay.
But if you know Valentine's Day, you think of like roses and candy and romance, and that's kind of the vibe I wanted, because it's like gothic country. Yeah. And it's like sad romance. So that's kind of the vibes I wanted to do.
The country remix of Lady Gaga's Bad Romance is just sad romance.
Yes. I love that.
You know, I actually heard someone make a ragtime style, or they changed Poker Face into a ragtime version of it, and it fits perfectly. I
believe it. I love Lady Gaga. She's like crazy with music, dude.
She really is. I've not listened to her stuff in a while, but I'll still get a nostalgia kick every now and then when I hear one of those old songs.
It takes you back.
Takes me back.
Shit, is it 2010?
Yeah. Funniest thing, right? I was 9 in 2010. I'm an 01 baby. I'm an 01 baby. But I already feel old.
I feel like that's got to be the state of the world.
Yeah.
It makes you feel older.
Yeah, it's the state of the world, definitely. I mean, just by the speed that time has passed, I would have to say. Because, I mean, if we're saying we've been, like, I've been streaming almost for 3 years. This is my 3rd year anniversary this year. And I'm
nice.
What? Doesn't
Time's
feel
going fast.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's been 3 years. I guess being unemployed helps that.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, it goes very fast.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it feels weird being able to say, yeah, no, I get nostalgic when I listen to the 2000s music.
That there 2000 music.
Yeah. But okay, then let me ask you, so I guess you've kind of answered this question already as well, kind of blended into the first one, but what about VTubing fascinates or interests you the most? I
think this is a pipeline. I feel like this is a pipeline. I really liked role-playing. I was a big writer back in the day, and what I find fascinating is like new characters. Like I love it. I love seeing like designs that are like combinations that you wouldn't think of, right? But the combinations of certain characters or stories, how they integrate that into their model. Because when you think about it, someone comes into your stream, they're gonna look at your model and they want a story, like right off the bat. They don't want to have to hear about the lore. They just want to know what you are from the get-go.
Which is why that's the first question on my list.
Yeah, exactly. So they don't know about your lore. They just want to look at you, gather this, well, you're this. And I love going into streams and trying to like gather that from just their model. And it's a really fun time because you're like, and like listening to them talk, looking at their panels. I think that's really fun when they're building this world around that you can interact with. And I think that's really fun. But yeah, I think it's just something that I'm fascinated by.
Okay. Let's see if you can put it into practice. What do you think is my lore? What do you think is the story around me?
I'm thinking some kind of either half demon or demon that is a rock lover, rock star, rock something that's come up and is now doing a talk show to get to know humans more so they can blend in.
Okay.
That's what I get.
I'll take that. I'll write that into I'll write that or rewrite my lore that way. Because that sounds better than what I had.
Oh no!
What I had. Okay. So the very basic thing of like my lore basically is, so I like doing graffiti, which is not something you can see here or anything, but I've done many graffitis in the past. I'll just send you my most recent one that I've done. But yeah, so I like doing graffiti, and I've always, not always, but I've had a fascination with it for a long time by now. And so in the lore, I was doing graffiti in the demonic underworld, which ain't hell. It's a completely different area, because I was like, I don't want to get into the 9 circles and all that shit and try and figure out what the hell is going on in hell. So I was like, okay, I was doing graffiti. It was outlawed, essentially, so I got caught. And then I got conscripted because there was a war. And then I fucking died with some type of bladed weapon to the face, which is where the scar comes from.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah. And then I got reincarnated on the 24th of May, 2001, my birthday. And as time went on, I discovered streaming, and just, that's where we went from there.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. But here's that graffiti that I mentioned that I did. That's my most recent one. So
pretty. I love that.
Thank you.
I love it.
So yeah, my history of being a convicted felon and me being stupid made me name my community my cellmates. Because there's a running gag that I have one brain cell that my entire community, we all collectively share.
Collectively,
yeah.
I love that.
And whenever
so
someone joins, they donate whatever brain cells they have into this one, and it just gets a tiny bit bigger.
Together strong.
So everybody who's joined, as Simon says in chat, welcome to the hive mind. Sorry for the inconvenience.
I love that so much.
Yeah,
that's great.
Unfortunately, a lot of the people here do belong in a different type of cell, being the horny jail.
Yeah. It'd be like that. Yeah.
How do you handle? How are you? What's your stance on lewd artwork of your character? How do you feel about it?
I think as long as I can see it, I don't like surprise not safe for work. Usually, I feel it has to be tasteful. Like, I really like tasteful art where it's like celebrating the female form, I guess you could say.
Oh, I love celebrating the female form.
You get it then. The ones that get it. But so like one of my favorite artists is Luis Royo, and he's like a gothic artist.
Okay.
But he draws a lot of nude figures, right?
Hmm.
And my kind of go-to is if I can look at a picture and I can kind of get a story other than just, oh, she or whatever is happening, she's just getting railed. I don't want that. I want more of like more to it than just that, if that makes sense.
Honestly, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Like I've
because
only
it's more interesting.
yeah, I've only ever gotten like one lewd artwork
Mhm.
of myself, and
Mhm.
that was one that me and my artist partner tried doing.
Mhm.
Because I only do rendering, I only do the colors. I cannot do line art to save my life. So I've got my best friend from primary school, which it's been ages. We got into art together, and he's doing line art, and I do the coloring, and we did this
Yeah.
one, which is like, you know,
Oh,
it's not like it's not explicit or anything, because I feel I don't want to see my character just getting railed or something.
Yeah,
As you put it. I don't know.
I mean, I
It
think
makes me
depends,
feel
too.
slightly uncomfortable, and I don't know why.
No, and that's totally valid. Those are your boundaries, and if that makes you a rule, it's totally okay. And I'm not a lewd tuber, so like it's hard to have that balance of, hey, I'm not a lewd tuber, I'm not selling the girlfriend experience. I'm
Yeah.
just being a woman enjoying her body and
Yeah.
showing and sharing that with you guys. And I think that's sometimes a hard line in VTubing where it's like, where are you on this line? If you show tits, you're a lewd tuber, and it's not true. You know, you can still enjoy your body and still be like, hey, I just feel saucy today. Here's art, you know?
Yeah. I'm like, give me an artwork with a naked back. Like, oh,
ooh,
that's
yeah,
some
exactly,
subtle
yeah.
spice right there.
Yeah. Or like laying down and it's just like a side profile or something.
Yeah.
Like art. You want art, you know? You
Yeah.
don't just want
I want art. I don't
Exactly.
want porn.
I get it.
If I put it
100%.
that way, I want tasteful nudes.
I get it, yeah. And then it also comes down to, you have to remember, especially in any type of like Twitter or anything like that, since it is a platform that allows nudity, the idea of sex sells is going to be a big thing. So
Yeah,
there's a lot of that on Twitter, right?
there is.
It's a
I get them
balance
in
of
my
trying to
DMs the
figure out
whole
what you're proud
time.
of. Right? I do too. It's a pain.
Yeah. Do you know what the worst thing is for me? My outreach is to the show fall among them.
What do you mean?
In message requests. If people ain't following me, I go into message requests and I get lumped with the bots.
Oh yeah.
With my outreach.
Unfortunately,
Like,
yeah.
I think you said it happened. My message with you also got lumped into message requests.
Yes, it got a message request. Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably saw me when you were busy clearing out them bots.
Yes.
And you were like, wait, this don't look like a bot.
No, I was like, wait, because I have to go through and make sure it doesn't say art or illustrator or
Yeah.
a link in the bio.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, previously I have said you can check out the show for further reference with the link, and then I was like, but maybe that comes off too self-promo-y, even though it is an outreach where it kind of leads to promo, but it's like it's a different form.
It's a collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're both doing our own thing, promoting together. You know, that's how I feel about it. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm trying to give you. Yeah, and I'm trying to give you a spot where, you know, let's find out more about you. Let's get a look. Like these, I feel like these aren't always the types of things that, you know, you get asked on stream, and even if it is, it's on stream and it's asked at one time and then it's forgotten. Then somebody will come back again and then ask the same thing.
Yeah.
Where now it's like, you know, it's the talk show. We're talking about you, and just figuring stuff out. And if people want to find out more about you and they know you've been on the show, then they can come check out the show. Or
exactly. It's like a documented thing.
Or if people saw somebody else that they follow on the show, then they might watch it, see someone else that they don't know who's also been a guest, and then go check them out that way. And like you can kind of get like a little dossier with info about you before they go into to your stream.
Exactly. Yeah, I get you. I understand. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I get
Yeah.
ya.
Why are you picking up what I'm putting down? I'm putting it down for a reason.
I'm putting it in my brain.
Ah,
I'm
okay,
logging it.
okay. You storing it in your one brain cell?
Yeah, my single brain cell that
Hell
rattles
yeah.
around and sometimes works. Not often though.
I'll feel that.
Oh man.
But okay, then let me ask you. So, what would you say? This is a bit of a hypothetical, right?
Okay.
So I know you just got this model like not too long ago.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if you had to rebrand, if you were forced to, but there were no limits on what you could do, what would you rebrand into and why? Although there is a limit.
already
There
know.
is a limit. You cannot be a
Okay.
vampire and you cannot be a
Okay.
cowgirl.
Okay.
I'm putting those
That's
two
fine.
in.
I got it. I already thought about this.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna be dissecting it.
Okay. I would love to be a heavy metal unicorn.
A heavy metal unicorn. I don't need any further dissection. I don't even need any further explanation. I support this 100%. Please rebrand.
I would just love to be like this like unicorn that's like gothic and has like long white hair that's covered in blood. I think that would be so sick. But with like a heavy metal outfit, oh man, yeah, that would be what I would rebrand into.
I feel like there's definitely somewhere a brony who's already had that idea and made their OC that.
Probably,
And
honestly.
I feel like you can just message them and be like, hey, sorry to do this, but I kind of want to steal your your whole thing.
I just would love it. But I just feel like if it's like gory, so like you know, like black running makeup with like blood on the white hair, and then like this gothic heavy metal outfit.
Okay, wait, but very important question, as Simon asked it in chat: horse head or human head with a horn?
Human head with the horn, because it's inspired by the last unicorn. So
inspired by the last
kind
unicorn.
of that vibe. Yeah,
What's
have you seen that movie?
I've never even heard it. The Last Unicorn. Let me look it up. It's a 1982 film.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's she gets changed into a human, and when she's changed into a human, she's like, why did you take my form from me? And the reason why they did was to protect her from this evil man who is kidnapping the unicorns and putting them in the ocean to make the ocean more beautiful. But it's really a dark, like gothic film kind of that deals with like heavier themes that I really enjoy.
Yeah, I see the human form.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
kind of ideas like yeah,
wood.
Same. No, thanks. Yes. Yes. I love her so much.
Okay.
It's so good.
Okay, and now, you know, since you've put a lot of thought into that one, but what if I were to say not that one either, just something off the top of your head? Well, what's a random thing that you'd want to be?
I'm trying to look around, like, what do I have in my room?
Trying to look around your room. Or if I look around my room, I'm just gonna say, yeah, I want to be a monster can.
Oh my god. Shit. That's a hard question. I don't know, honestly. I think I would want to do something with the ocean.
Okay.
Probably like maybe like a pink dolphin, because I read a book about pink dolphins when I was younger. And I feel like a pink dolphin is more unique, but
and a normal dolphin.
yeah, because like the pink dolphins are supposed to be like, I think in the Amazon or something. and kind of have a theme like that.
I think so. I think it's when it's
Yeah.
like non-salt water.
Something like that. But it changes the color of them, and that'd be really cool. Something like that, but like with like a forest kind of theme to it. So it's like Earth meets water vibes. I think that'd be really pretty.
Okay. Also, usually when I ask this question, I'm like, I wonder if there's anybody else who's already done it. There is a pink dolphin VTuber.
Is there? Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. Wait, what was the other one? Actually, just unicorn. Actually, a gothic unicorn VTuber. Let me see if that's a thing. Gothic unicorn VTuber. See if that's someone's done it. Nope, no results. That's an open market right there.
Watch, there's gonna be one next week.
It's happened.
Shit, my backup
It's
plan.
happened. It's happened. We spoke about biblically accurate angels one time. At that point, there weren't like almost any. 2 weeks later, there were 3 minimum.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. So you gotta hop on it quick if you still want
I
it.
can't. I don't want to rebrand yet. I'm happy.
Yeah, no. It's all chill. I like this vampire cowgirl here. But okay,
And
then
when I started, there was no
Okay.
vampire cowgirls.
There
so
weren't?
No, there wasn't.
Are there more now?
There are some, but they're not cowgirls. There are a lot of cowboys that are vampires. Because I'm a part of this group with a cowfolk group where we invite people who are cowboys and that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of vampire male cowboys, but they haven't got off the ground.
Okay.
But I see them and I'm like, please, please be a vampire with me. You will understand. You will understand my struggles.
If I make a country song, can I be invited to the cowboy Discord? Or to the cowboy group? Will I
No,
be
you
an
have to have,
honorary
like-
cowboy?
You have to be like an actual cowfolk. Your actual outfit has to be a cowfolk.
What if I get it as my secondary outfit on like a new
Maybe.
like my main outfit's gonna be like a cyberpunk thing. And then the secondary is gonna be a cowboy, like complete opposite of cyberpunk.
We do have cyber cowboys that
Oh,
have
shit.
like an eye that's like a cybernetic and like an
Okay.
arm. So that's also, you could combine the idea. So that's a cybernetic cowboy.
Honestly, yeah, no,
What-
I'm not very original. When I started, there were only a couple demons. Now, fucking hell.
Yeah.
And now I want
Yeah.
to become like a cyberpunk demon. That's taken already. Anything demon
shit.
already taken. I feel like the VTuber
Yeah.
community is just super fucking edgy.
It is. It's either a demon, a dragon, or
Dragging these nuts?
a succubus.
I
Oh
had
my
to.
god!
I
swear to
apologize.
God.
I
swear
had
to
to.
God.
I apologize. I did this. Was it last week? Did it last
Oh,
week?
man.
My guest last week said they wanted to be a dragon, and I said dragon these nuts to them as well.
Oh
I,
my
I had
God.
to.
That's fair. You got it out of your system, though. It's fine.
Yes, I did. I did. At least I didn't ask you to ask me what my favorite Pokemon is.
Now I won't. now I'm suspicious. Now I'm.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I won't. Sure.
Gulpin
Oh my god.
or Slugma?
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. You're not getting me. I know.
Or Slugma?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or Machoke?
I swear to God. I'm avoiding this. I'm avoiding this. I'm avoiding it. I'm avoiding it. I'm just not talking about it. It's just, you can't hate me. Oh my gosh. won't do it.
What's your favorite Pokemon? Do you have one?
I do. It's Ponyta.
But
I love Ponyta.
I'm not surprised. Why? Why did I expect anything else? it fits the whole cowgirl aesthetic.
Yeah, it's Ponyta or Vulpix. Those are my favorites.
Okay. I approve.
I'm a fire Pokemon.
They're good choices. No, in reality, I think my favorite one is actually. Fuck. Which one is it? Allied. It's usually the first one that comes to mind. There's a couple I find cool, but I'm not really much of a Pokemon fan or anything like that. But Gallade he looks cool. So.
Oh, he does. Yeah, I just looked him up. There's a lot more than when I started with Pokemon, so I have to be like, what is that one?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now there's like 1,000 almost.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll just go with the typical. I like Charmander.
Fire base.
I like Charizard. Yeah.
I like them fire types.
Wait, Simon, let me check what that is. I do not know what that is, or who that is. I don't even know how to say it. Sarah Ledge. Oh shit! Wait, what the fuck? Okay, that actually is cool. Fire Ghost.
Fire ghost type. Nice.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Is it in the newest generation? What gen is it? I don't know. But it looks cool. I like it.
Edgy.
That's probably why I like it.
It looks like a Final Fantasy character.
It does.
Honestly.
I can see it. And okay, now let me ask you. So, why did you start making content? What got you into streaming itself? Like, why did you want to stream?
It kind of goes back to like wanting for people to have that safe space, that they could be comfortable in and have fun and game. Because I really wanted to, because like Markiplier, and when PewDiePie wasn't what he is now, I was watching like Amnesia and stuff like that, and it really gave me comfort, because I was laughing at him and I was.
I still go back to his swearing in Swedish compilation to learn the Swedish swear words every now and then.
Nice.
Simon, are you proud of me if I say jävlar I helvete?
I'm waiting for the comment.
Yeah, we'll see it when it pops up. So Simon's my resident Swede.
Oh man. But I watched them a lot.
Pretty basic. You call my swearing basic. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to do the proper sentence structure, like swearing, calling someone Satan's anus, hoping that they step on a thumbtack. I can't do that shit. Simon, if you could just give me one, like a solid sentence for insulting someone in Swedish in chat, and I'll read it and I'll learn it. I want to be colorful. I'd say funny helvete jävla skit. Oh, funny helvete jävla skit.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that means fuck in hell, fuck shit? Huh? Because fan means fuck. I is in. Helvete is like hell or fucking hell. Jävla is fuck. And skit is shit. Okay. Funny helvete is helvete jävla skit.
Amazing.
But yeah, languages, swearing in them, I love it. Okay, so then you say that so it's mostly making a fun space for people to just chill out.
Yeah,
that would you say? That's.
I like gaming a lot. I like playing games a lot, and I wanted people to play games with. So that's kind of where it came from too, is being able to have people to play games with, and having people carry me through games that are hard. I have now.
What games would those be?
Well, my first shooter, like my first person shooter game was COD, and I was like, I really want to get back into COD. And so I wanted to find people to play that, but I also
Well, I
with
could
like
jam with you
Overwatch,
if you're still playing it.
I'm gonna get back into it. I really want to get back into it.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that it's bad though, so we'll see.
There's
But-
a new game coming out next week. The 20th. It's on an open beta from the 21st to the 23rd next week. Called
Mhm.
X Defiant from Ubisoft, and it's got ex-COD developers working on it from Treyarch.
Ooh.
Treyarch are the people who made the current CODs and the classic Modern Warfare series.
Ooh, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that sounds
planning
fun.
I'm planning on doing a stream on that on Wednesday when the beta's out, because it looks like a solid classic arcade shooter. The gunplay looks fine, or looks good. The movement looks crisp, and it's not overwhelmed with kill streaks or something like that. Like, each character has a nade, an ultimate, and just the passive, like a one ability on cooldown. That's it. There aren't extra kill streaks that you get with just and it's got multiple different modes. It's got 14 maps coming out on release, which is something.
That's a lot.
Quite something, yeah. And like 44 attachments. You don't have to, actually, you do have to level the guns to get the attachments, I think. But either way, it looks good. It looks solid, and I'm hyped as hell to play it. And it's free to play.
It's free to play.
Yeah.
So do you think the microtransactions are gonna? What do you think?
I feel like the microtransactions will. I'm pretty sure it'll all be cosmetic. They're not like Activision or like a COD where, you know, you buy a skin and it actually gives you in-game benefits. Unless you're playing Assassin's Creed, which then it's different. But no, I don't know. From what I've seen, their skin design looks decent. So it might be worthwhile. But yeah, free to play.
Like free to play, yeah, that's gonna be a good thing, honestly. Games are so expensive now.
Also, they will have battle pass systems and all of that, and every month there will be an update to something. So that's...
I don't mind that myself. I don't mind battle pass.
Yeah, I don't mind them either. If it's a good battle pass, if the skins in it is good. Like this last battle pass in COD, like 4 of the 5 skins are just ghillie suits. And I'm like,
that's kind of annoying.
Bro, that literally does give a competitive advantage if they're sitting in a bush as a ghillie suit. It's like, what are you gonna do?
Nothing. You die.
Yeah.
You die.
Yeah. But otherwise, I'm not sure. It looks promising, at least gameplay-wise. The game looks promising, and I'm hyped. So yeah, if you want to do a collab Wednesday when the beta releases.
True. You said it's on Ubisoft, right?
Yeah. It'll be on Ubisoft Connect.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
What is the game? Spell it for me, or can you send me the name?
I'll send it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called X
Because you'll say it and I'll spell it wrong. My luck.
Yeah, just like that. X Defiant, with not the X being capital, but the D.
Of course.
I don't know. It looks super fucking cool, and I can't wait.
Ooh, actually, looking at the images.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, right? It's built in the same engine that the Division and the Division 2 was built in.
Oh, okay.
Me being a diehard Division 2 fan, like, I played that shit to death when it initially came out, and not when it initially came out, but just when I got my hands on it. I've played the thing to death in single player, and I really do love the engine. It looks good, and even on low settings, it still looks clean and it looks good.
Looks nice. Yeah.
And it's not that resource intensive.
That's also good for people who don't have super insane PCs.
Yeah. So no, a lot of people are or calling it the COD killer. I don't think it's the COD killer, but I think it's about high time that COD gets some competition.
I was gonna say, if COD dies to this, then they are just
Let's be honest.
do better.
Let's be honest. I don't think COD will die.
Yeah.
COD is something that is almost impossible to die.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the current boycotts and stuff going on, it's still got player base. It's still got a player base. Hell, I'm one of them. I played COD today.
Yeah, see, it's true though. That's true.
Yeah. But okay, back to what you were talking about. So COD was your very first. Which COD was your very first shooter?
Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Modern Warfare 1 was one of my very first shooters, and is what got me to love the genre.
That's fair, honestly.
But I never played the multiplayer because we didn't have good internet when I played it. I played it for the story. I played it for the story.
I played 2 for the story too, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm kind of good at this game. Let me go with multiplayer." And then I got called away, and I was like, "Okay, never mind." It was so annoying. I was like, "Dang it! You guys just mad because I got a kill streak. Leave me alone."
Yeah.
But
okay.
The Call of Duty story was good. 1 and 2, Modern Warfare 1 and 2.
Yeah, 3 kind of fell off a bit, but oh well.
Yeah.
I've actually never played 2's story. I've never played 2.
I like it. I liked it.
Because at the point
when I played it.
At the point when I wanted to buy it, we weren't in the best financial position. And we were buying games from like secondhand stores. And I traded in a couple old games, buy some new ones, so I got some money back. And then this new COD, or COD Modern Warfare 2, was priced at around, let's say, 200 rand. In current economy, that would probably be around $12, maybe.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, around $12, maybe 11, around there. And I was with my parents, and they were like, "Is this a good buy?" Because 200 was already over what I got back.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have like an allowance or anything because, as I said, financial troubles at that point. So we asked, "Is this?" Because we didn't have good internet either, so we were asking, "How long is the story?" The guy said it's about 8 hours, and I was like, "Okay, that means I'm gonna clock it in one day." We're like, "No, what was it? 6 hours," which is it's quite short. But people bought it for the multiplayer mostly. And I believe zombies as well. Was zombies in Modern Warfare 2?
I don't know. I've never played zombies.
Neither have I. I've never been a fan of it.
Yeah. I never played zombies.
Yeah, but no. So then we were like, okay, no, but 200 is a bit much for like 6 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
So we dropped it, and I've never gotten it again.
I mean, they just did the remastered one, so if you did it, you might as well just get the remastered.
Did they remaster Modern Warfare 2?
I think so. I think there's a remaster too.
Because this Modern Warfare 2 that's out now is a completely different storyline. Same as with the Modern Warfare that came out previously. It's a completely different storyline. I don't know. It is. It really is. Honestly, the last Modern Warfare is Modern Warfare 4. And this one is Modern Warfare 5. It's how it should be. Because there are different stories, but they've still got the legacy characters, and it's in a later chronological time. Like, Ghost is still in there, Soap is in there, Gaz is in there, Price is in there, but they're all older.
What? What? I don't understand.
So I am honestly trying to figure out why... Actually, no, I've given up on trying to figure out why they named it Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 now.
Yeah, I thought it was a remaster. Maybe it's not.
It's not.
Damn. Sad. I was like thinking about picking it up, but now
I mean, from what I've heard, the story is still hella good. It's just too damn expensive.
It's so expensive, yeah.
Cause see, right now, paying 200 rand for Modern Warfare 2 will be a steal. Because right now for
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, the new one, they charge 1,400 rand.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And even for me, I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, which is
That's a
why
lot.
I just play DMZ and Warzone. That's it.
That's fair. I heard Warzone. I want to check out Battle something 2042.
Battlefield
That
2042,
looks
yeah. Wasn't good.
that looks kind of cool.
I heard a lot of mixed reviews.
I saw gameplay on, I think it was TikTok, and I was like, that kind of looks fun. That kind of looks fun, but I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I don't know. I've been playing a couple of the Battlefields. Recently, I did Battlefield 1, where I played the story through, and then me and a couple of friends, we got into the multiplayer, where the multiplayer is still kind of alive. Every now and then you'd get a cheater in your lobby, which means you just have to change lobby, but yeah. But no, that game is still fun. It's see, they do what Modern Warfare tries to do with the open war. Like it's a large scale, large team numbers conquest against each other, against them.
Yeah.
So it's like it's 32v32, which is fun. And
so
Battlefield, I feel like they do it right because that's their area of expertise, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah. And you got like a medic too, I saw, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a cool role. I would do that.
Playing support.
Yeah. I like playing support. I'm either tank or support on every play. Like I'm either beefy as hell or I'm playing support.
Or you are playing the cowboy character if they have one, like McCree.
I try. I'm not good, but I try.
McCree is a DPS, right? I think he's DPS.
Yeah, he's DPS. Yeah. I'm trying to get better at him.
I've tried playing him previously. I just can't. I'll
they also change his grenade, so
I'll stick to being a tank.
Tanks are needed, though.
I love playing Diva. Or
I love Diva.
What's the one with the 4 legs?
Orisa?
Forget it. Orisa. Yeah. Diva or Orisa, they're fun. I like playing them.
I usually do Diva or Sigma. I like Sigma.
I fucking hate Sigma. I've never played as him. I hate playing against him.
Oh my god, he's so annoying.
He is. He really is.
So annoying.
He got so annoying at a point that I tried playing him for like one game and I was like, no, I'm going back to Orisa for like half of a game, I think.
That is so fair.
And I went back to Orisa.
Rhythm. You got to get the rhythm. You know what I mean? Because he has the balls and there's like a 3-second time between you could throw another one.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's fair.
I'll just go back to playing she's a DPS. She's the one that can like slide and do like a rocket jump. She's got a really strong gun. Sojourn. Yes.
Sojourn?
Yes, Sojourn. Yeah.
Canadian.
She's my DPS main, kind of.
She's a good one.
Yeah, she's fun to play. But I haven't played Overwatch 2 in a solid bit, if I'm gonna be honest.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I mean, a lot of people don't like Overwatch for many reasons. I just like the multiplayer. Like,
I just like having a game where I can play the push game mode. Because Warzone 1 had push. It had payload, is what it was called. And it was the only thing I fucking played on Warzone. And now Warzone 2 doesn't. And I'm pissed. Because, I mean, it's a fun game mode. It's become so ingrained in multiplayer. Like that style. Like, hell, X-Defiant has it.
Oh, they have a push map?
Yeah. They have the game mode. So I'll definitely be fucking playing that next week. And yeah, it's just like, why did COD decide to remove payload from Warzone 2? Why is it gone?
Who knows?
It's not even in core. It's not even in core multiplayer. If you own the game, it's not even in multiplayer. As far as I know. So yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know. It's a pain.
No, I get it. I get it.
But okay, back to our questions. So we've talked about COD being your first shooter ever, but now let's talk about your main content. What do you do? What do you stream usually? What games do you like playing?
It changes a lot. Like I'll go through a month of playing a new game because I just like it so much. But my like be all end all games is like Overwatch 2, Hunt Showdown, which is a cowboy extraction shooter.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
really,
I know
fun.
of it. Can I quickly
Yes.
I have not a love-hate, it's more of a hate relationship with Hunt Showdown. Because
That's fair.
I've never played the game. I do have a friend who
Uh-huh.
plays it, Dicecore, in my a friend and mod in my chat. They mentioned they used to
Yes.
watch your Hunt Showdown streams and they catch them every now and then. So I've watched
Nice.
Dicecore play it on Discord.
Uh-huh.
I've never played it myself. I've never looked it up on Google or anything like that. Yet
Okay.
I get
Yes.
Hunt Showdown videos in my YouTube recommended all the time.
That's weird.
And it's never from any big creators. It will always be a smaller channel
Uh-huh.
doing Hunt Showdown content. But I've not interacted with their channel at all. I've not interacted with Hunt Showdown at all. Yet I get it in my feed, and I'm like, why? Why is it here?
So I think that it's because Hunt Showdown is like this black horse right now, with gaming, where it's so niche with the type of shooting game it is.
Yeah.
That
Do you mean like
smaller
as an
creators-
extraction shooter?
As an extraction shooter, as like the time setting, it's not like you're in war. You know what I mean? You're not in the middle of
You're not playing
modern
DMZ.
war.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not playing like nowadays. You're playing during wherever
West.
1800s that it takes place. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Louisiana. And there's more fun mechanics to it, and they do a really good job of making it like, here are these actual guns, like here's a label, here's a yada yada, but here's also this magical chicken man that you can fight, that drops stuff. He carries stuff on his back. So like they have a really good way of like making it spooky Western, and I think a lot of people enjoy that. And I think it's really coming through with smaller creators who don't want to play like COD, who don't want to play like Overwatch or any of these other first-person shooter games that are multiplayer, because it has such a different like gameplay. And I think that's why it's coming out, is because this game has been out for a very long time. Hunt has been out for a while, and it's just now starting to take off where it is now. Like they're just now starting to add new content because it is getting so much attention. And
wait, so they haven't added new content in a while before then?
No. They will be adding like DLC. So just think about it this way. You buy the game once, right?
Yeah.
Most people I know put over 100 hours into it. And that's that one payment. And I think it's like $20 and it's on sale often. That's all they're getting until you buy the DLC. So they have to like constantly come up with ways to get you to buy the game. That's not just DLC.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing now, is they're able to actually put in new, like they're bringing in a new map in a while, and they're bringing in a new boss. So they're having a whole new boss coming out now. That's very interesting because they've only 3 bosses for the longest time.
Okay.
So I think that's why you're getting it, is because now it's putting out new content, and a lot of creators, especially smaller ones, are enjoying it because it's such a good system. Like it has a pinging system, it has a chat system, it has base. That's very unique for a lot of games.
You cut out a tad there. It has. Just the last bit.
It has a sound base, so like directionally.
All right. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and it's really good, So I think that's probably why you're seeing it, is because like it's just getting so popped up right now.
Okay. And I guess it would make sense why a lot of smaller creators also do it, because they've found a niche that they like.
Yeah. Spooky Western.
Yeah, spooky Western.
Yep.
Honestly, the main reason why I don't want to play it is because I generally don't like extraction shooters.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's fair.
I've grown to like DMZ which is COD's extraction shooter essentially. And
Yeah.
the main reason is PvP.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I barely care about the quests. Me and my buddies, we drop in, we go hunting for squads.
You could do that though. You could do that in Hunt. Some people don't even go for bounty; they just go to kill. So you could totally do that same type of gameplay in Hunt. Like the objective is just kind of a suggestion.
Yeah.
You get more money, but like if you wipe the map of teams, you know what I mean? You can get both bounties and you win.
True.
And you get up, you know?
True.
So
if you wipe them before they get the bounties, more for you.
Yep, before they extract. Exactly.
And if they got the bounties and you kill them afterwards before they extract, can you just take their cash?
You can take the bounties off them.
Oh, okay.
You can take the bounties and you can loot them and it gives you money. So
that would piss me off if I did a bounty and somebody came in and wiped me out.
Oh yeah.
I would rage.
They'll let you find it, banish it, and then they'll come in there and kill you right when it's being banished.
They'll watch you. They'll watch you do the whole thing, struggling.
Yep.
Coming in and third partying.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I've done that with the weapons case in the game in DMZ as well.
Yeah, we've all been rats. We've done that. Games.
I cannot complain about people attacking me on spawn anymore because I feel like that would be hypocritical. Why do we do that? If your goal is to hunt players, you're not allowed to get salty about people hunting you as well.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
I feel like it's karma. It's gotta come around at some point.
It's karma. It's karma for that one time you killed months ago. That's your karma.
Yeah.
It's getting camped.
But okay, then let me ask you. So back to the main question. So your main games then: Hunt, Overwatch 2.
Yes.
What else?
I used to play a lot of Dead by Daylight, but it's kind of boring to me now.
Understandable.
But it was my bread and butter for a very long time.
I think we talked. Did we? No, we didn't. I think I'm thinking of a different streamer that I talked to a few days ago.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight is a big one.
Yeah, because I've been getting into Dead by Daylight since August, and I've been a fan of the general content. What did you do? Were you a survivor main or a killer main when you were playing it?
For a very long time, I did survivor, but then I got into killer, and it was a lot of fun. Like I prestiged my pyramid head before they did like all of the bloodline changes, so it's cheaper.
Oh, in the old prestige system.
Oh yeah. So he is a 5 prestige now, I think.
Yeah.
But I did killer a lot. But I felt like the griefing, like in the past year, has just been so much. When you're playing killer, and it's kind of lost its charm. But yes, I was both, and now I'm survivor because it's more interesting. Yeah. For me.
Honestly, I started out as a killer main as well. I used to be an Oni main.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Oni is hella fun. Super difficult though.
He's very difficult with his charge.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But super fun to play. And then I got a group that we call ourselves, we're the Bingies. That's the group name essentially. And we all play Survivor together, or we just Swift. So I've kind of more become a Survivor main. My Yui is currently a Prestige 15.
Nice, let's go.
Higher than anything else. And I've got way more Survivors Prestige than Killers. But otherwise, when I do play Killer, I've recently fallen in love with Artist.
Ooh, yeah, with her crows. Yeah, her tracking is really good.
She's just super fun to play.
Yeah, she is. I used to play Pyramid Head mainly, but I also played Ghostface and
Ghosty was my second main.
I love Ghosty. He's so fun.
What's your favorite horror movie?
Like legitimately?
Yeah, what's your favorite horror movie?
I really like 13 Ghost. The 13th Ghost, I think it is.
I don't know that.
Hold on.
I was low-key
Yeah.
expecting a not that one. Because personally,
Yeah.
that's my favorite Scream, the
Like Ghostface?
Scream franchise. Yeah, I love it.
I like it too, but the funniest thing about that is when I watched that for the first time, I could not be alone in my room. So it scared the shit out of me. I think it's the first scene where he's like where he's stalking what's her name and her boyfriend's out by the pool and you never see him until you see him.
Yeah,
For some reason.
Yeah, that's
That
like the
really freaked
opening
me out.
scene of the first movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
It scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh hell no. So watching me always, small brain. But I was like, I'm not sleeping by myself. I'm scared.
Like, mama.
Yes. I'm gonna sleep on the floor in here. I'm fucking scared, man.
Yeah. No, when it comes to loving Ghostface and DBD, Spooky Loops was the catalyst for it for me.
Spooky Loops?
Yeah. He's a content creator and he's done some scary Ghostface plays and shit. Like he's a great Ghostface. And
oh man.
Yeah. He got me to open my eyes. And yeah. Then I played Ghosty. I liked it. Then I started watching the movies and I liked them even more.
Nice. I started playing Michael because there's a content creator named Booyah who cosplays as Michael Myers while playing Michael Myers in Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
And he does Insidious and stuff, so he'll hide around the corner. Don't know he's so fun.
You're cutting out a tad again.
I think it's my internet. My internet's very.
We're
connecting across the ocean.
Who's your provider?
Listen, it's Spectrum, but I've tried 3 other internets and they don't work.
As long as it's not fucking, what is it, Verizon?
Oh, I tried them.
As long as it's not Verizon.
It's not good. Not good.
I'll change the region to US Central.
1 sec.
There we go. I'll change the region to US Central so that it should be better on your side.
Oh, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Miles better?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. You should have told me at the beginning.
No, you're fine. I thought it was my internet more than anything.
Yeah, no.
This is my life.
No, I've got pretty good internet down here, so yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Surprisingly, usually the joke is South African internet is dog shit, and usually it's true. It's just for some reason I've never had any issues with my provider. They gave us a free upgrade to twice our speed. So
wow.
Download at 50 megabytes per second.
Dang, let's go.
Yeah. And I'm connected via Ethernet to the router, which is connected. It's fiber, so yeah. I generally don't have internet issues
you got
anymore.
Fucking fiber. I'm jealous.
Yeah. Wait, you don't have fiber?
No. No. I cry. I don't. It's annoying. Yeah.
The face
internet
when
here is terrible.
The face when your face when the country that is currently dealing with a nationwide power crisis has better internet.
Welcome to the States. Hi. I'm also in Texas. Hi.
You guys at least have local servers for online games. You don't have to deal with always playing with 200 plus ping.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay.
Thankfully, I don't need anything to make me worse.
You don't need?
I don't need anything to make me worse at games.
Yeah.
I don't need a ping.
Yeah. Even with the good internet, I will still have over 200 ping if I'm playing anything on US servers like DBD with my American friends.
Yeah.
Which is why I've stopped playing in the recent months. Because I got so fed up with killers getting hits on me that they shouldn't. that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
But because I have 200 ping, they did.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And that's the reason why me and my buddy stopped playing Fortnite, because ping.
Mm-hmm.
And like so many reasons why, so many issues.
I have a lot of friends from whereabouts where you are, and they have the same issues.
You
same
have South
exact
African
issues.
friends?
Yeah, I
What?
do. Yeah. I have a friend named Scout who is from South Africa. I have someone else. I forget who they were, but they were making fun of me because I can't speak Afrikaans. I can't say it right.
Afrikaans.
Afrikaans.
It's my whole language.
I know. They were laughing at me because I was saying it funny.
Africans.
Afrikaans.
Wait,
Afrikaans.
I can. Do you want me to teach you how to say it properly?
I will do my best, but I barely speak English. But yes,
Okay.
go for it.
Okay, so the Afri is basically already right. Just say Afri.
Okay. Afri.
Yeah. And then when it comes to cons, so think of, pretend like you're a British person saying can't. Saying can't. Oh, wait. It is your net.
Is it mine?
You cut out.
Oh, of course it did. With a moment where it's like, oh, you gonna say this?
Right when you were trying.
Afrikaans?
Close. It's more of a longer A. It's more of an A. Because.
Afrikaans?
That's better. That's definitely closer. It's possible.
Okay.
It's possible.
We're
I'll give you
getting
a
there. 20 minutes more.
Yeah, I'll give you a possible grade.
Thank you. C minus for effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh my gosh.
would I then be considered the third friend?
Yeah, you're my third one.
Let's go!
I can't believe that I found 3 of you guys.
There are actually many of
crazy.
us in the VTuber sphere. We've been growing. Currently, the South African VTubers and artists Discord, right? Right now, there are 5 admins online, 29 normal people online, and 46 people offline.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of people.
Nice. I'm glad it's growing.
It's been growing slowly, but yeah. But we're not as, at least I'm not part of as tight-knit part of the community. Like it is a tight-knit community, but I always feel I'm always on the outs. I've always been. Like, even though I'm an admin in the community, because I was one of the first ones, and I try and, keep order on the Discord and stuff like that. And if there's some new stuff needed, then it's like, hey, just hit me up. I've built many Discords and all that, but it's even then, I've got friends in the community, but I rarely ever do collabs and stuff with them. I rarely ever do collabs other than the show, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah.
I mean, is it a comfort thing? Is that why?
Probably. I always like hanging out with my IRL friends. We're almost always in our own little bubble on Discord, so I never get the chance to spend time with other people, but it's because I'm spending time with the people closest to me, and I know they're already, they'll always be there for me and stuff. And when it comes to streaming, I'm always streaming single-player games. That's my type of content, because as you mentioned, I also grew up watching Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, and the Let's Players of old. So I'm like, that's what I grew up with. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So,
that's fair. That's totally valid.
Yeah. And other times, people just play a lot of games that I don't play. Like League, Apex, Valo. Those are just like the 3 main games in the VTuber community that people play, and I can't do collabs with them in it because I despise them. Games.
I don't like I don't like Valo. I don't like Apex myself.
Yeah.
I tried.
And also, if it's something like fast-paced shooting or whatever, ping.
Yes.
It's always
Yeah, that
ping.
fucks you
Ping is
over.
always
Yeah.
an issue. Which is why I'm hyped for X-Defiant, and I'm hoping that ping isn't too great of an issue there. Because the thing is, Ubisoft made Rainbow Six Siege, and Rainbow Six Siege has South African servers.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, possibly, maybe X-Defiant will also have local servers. Hopefully, I don't know. But
Crossing
otherwise, I'll
fingers.
probably make do with
Yeah.
it, because sometimes I just want to play a fun shooter.
No,
But
I get that.
But
and
I
you
don't want to
should.
play DMZ and risk losing my shit because I'm not with my buddies and I get put with randoms.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
And also, if you enjoy making content like this, where it's like a podcast hosting kind of situation,
Yeah.
then that's what you enjoy doing, you know, other than solo gaming, and that's totally valid. You know.
Yeah. Honestly, podcasting, I have a background in it. Well, we have now passed 600 on the counter, and that's fair. Hell yeah. Simon counts a lot of things. He counts how many times that's fair has been said. Now it's at 602.
Oh my gosh.
But 603, I missed one. But yeah, no, I actually, before I started VTubing, I had like a part-time job for a year where it was in content marketing focused on podcasting, and I was editing podcasts and making promo material for some of them. So when I started, I was like, I want to start reaching out a bit more and get something that's bigger than me, which is hopefully the show in the future, and like diversify a bit. So I was like, fuck it, I already have some expertise in podcasting and that, so fucking just make a talk show.
Yeah, play to your strengths, you know, like what you are comfortable with and what you know you can do. And that's smart.
Yeah.
Big brain.
But, you know, speaking of things that we know we can do, here's another question for you. Okay. What is a type of content that you've not gotten to do yet that you want to in the future?
I want to do music. I really want to do music.
Okay, well, we'll have our country debut together.
Yes. Oh man,
I'm manifesting it now.
I want to do like EDM music.
You want to do EDM?
Like, okay. Yeah, but I want to be like how do I say, like, I really like Teddy Lloyd. Teddy Lloyd is one of my favorites with that type of music where he samples like voices.
I agree.
Yeah, it's really good. You know, that's what I want, is I want to be able to give my voice to be sampled for some sick ass music. That's what I want. I really want to make that a thing, but also to keep with like my theme would be really cool, you know? It's hard to do EDM with country and gothic, but I think we could figure it out. But I really want to dabble into music, and I really want to dabble into doing more like just chatting stuff, because I get really nervous about just chatting. So I'm trying to push myself that way too. But content wise, it's music. I really want to do music. I think that would be really fun.
I feel like that's a common thing with a lot of people in the VTuber community, that if they haven't gotten into music, it's like, you know, I feel like that's because it's in the root, with idol culture being the first main exposure for most people. Where it's like, you know, music is kind of vital, I want to say, to this whole, to the VTubing as an industry as a whole. Yeah.
And I was a big Idol fan. Like, I love Love Live. I love Idol Master. There's a couple other like Idol animes that I really enjoy. And, you know, I would just love to make music like that. You know, I think it's just so fun. Like, I've even toyed about doing like a Idol outfit for my future, like in the future, to have a cute little Idol outfit that's like cowgirl vampire.
I was about to still like cowgirl vibe with the Idol. Hell yeah, that's interesting. I like that. Cute.
Right?
That would be a very, very interesting and unique aesthetic.
Yeah.
Because I've not
and-
seen a cowgirl VTuber yet. Now you got to get on it because next week it's gonna happen.
right? Exactly. But I really would like to do that because I feel like it'd be really cute. And my roots are big idol, right?
Yeah.
I did dancing for K-pop. I did dancing for idols. I went to cons as a guest as an idol performer. I made
shit.
idol costumes. So I just really am into that. And I feel like I want to express myself that way soon. You know? I don't know.
Okay, if I ever come to Texas and there's like an idol thing there, I'm gonna get you to make me an idol outfit.
Oh my god, I will. I love making idol outfits and making them shiny. I will make you fucking glitter from the next parking lot. I tell you what, it will be really fun.
But it has black and red core colors, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lose my edginess.
I'll put chains on the skirt too. It'll look good. Don't worry. I got you.
Hell yeah! Let's go.
Yeah.
On a choker?
Yes, absolutely.
Will the choker have spikes or no? Maybe not.
Well, not spikes because you're gonna be dancing. So, like, if you hit your head down, it might hit your chin. Don't recommend. Probably not wise.
Nah, spikes on the wristbands.
There you go. You might still hit yourself, but at least it won't be like anywhere vital. Oh man.
Oh, but okay. Then the next one that I have is what do you do when you're not streaming? What does this little old Valentine do in her off time?
I rob banks. I take money
yeah.
from the rich, give to the poor.
Don't act like you're Robin Hood. We know you only give some of the money to the poor.
Some of it, yeah.
Most of it you keep for yourself.
I live in a basement.
Exactly.
I don't keep a lot of it. But usually if I'm not streaming and I'm not doing anything, I'm learning. Like I'm looking up new ways to do new things, or I'm working at my photography job. So I have a job on top of streaming.
Okay.
But usually the thing is I'm watching other streamers. I'm learning new techniques. I'm watching new game stuff like that. I don't know. I just kind of like
you don't have to watch me. You're not gonna learn anything from watching me.
I mean, it's also supporting, you know. I can still support you. I don't have to necessarily learn.
Sorry, no, you're just gonna get dumber by watching me.
I mean, I think everyone can learn something from someone else. I think, but
fair.
I don't think so. I think it would be fun.
There's this quote I heard from Assassin's Creed Valhalla recently, where it's like you can learn something from everything, even from a fool.
Yes. Yeah. Man, I wish I could fucking finish that game.
I've been playing it in my off time. Honestly, I've always had this struggle since I started streaming when so I've always loved single player games. Story,
yes.
Great stories, story driven games, stuff like that. But when it came to streaming, when I started, I was like, I found a couple games that have great stories and I really want to play them, but I'm like, but no, I want to save them for streaming. So I recently noticed that there are 3 games I now play in my off time that I considered they are too long for streaming, but they're perfect for me to play in my off time when I'm just looking for a game to vibe with. One is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, as I've mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
The other is Ghost Recon Wildlands, and the other, as of this week, is Far Cry 6.
Oh, nice.
There's a connection I've noticed with them. They're
What's that?
all Ubisoft games.
You like Ubisoft, huh?
I do. I've always liked Ubisoft games because, like,
That's fair.
one of my very first shooters before Modern Warfare was Rainbow Six Lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't know if you know it. It's old. That is an
No.
old ass game, and that's where I initially got the love for the Rainbow Six series.
Mhm.
Lockdown came out in 2005. And after Lockdown, I played
Wow.
Vegas and Vegas 2 because they were also amazing. They came out in 2007, and 2 came out in 2007. No, it was announced on 2007, or released in 2008.
Mm.
Yeah.
Got you. They
Yeah.
came out quick then. They put those games out fast.
Oh, actually, I saw Vegas released on PC in December 2006. On the other consoles, it came out in 2007. But yeah, no,
Oh, got
it
you.
was. I've always been a fan of all of the Tom Clancy stuff. If somebody were
Yeah.
to ask me my favorite author, I'd probably say Tom Clancy's, even though I've never read any of his books. But I love his universes.
That's fair.
So
Yeah, that's
yeah. But
fair. That's fair.
yeah. So I figured out. Oh, all 3 games that I play in my off time are Ubisoft titles.
I couldn't get into Valhalla. I tried, but I couldn't get into it. I really
See,
liked Origins.
I just
but-
have an obsession with Vikings.
Oh, is that what that keeps you
Yeah,
going?
yeah.
Is Viking?
Yeah. Like, I don't consider Assassin's
Okay.
Creed Valhalla an Assassin's Creed game. I consider it a Vikings game.
Yeah, it's
I'm
kind of
there-
standalone.
Yeah, I'm there for the Viking stuff. Like, that's why people I've seen reviews, people complaining it tries to do new things for Assassin's Creed, but it does it poorly. And it has some other it doesn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. And I'm like, yeah, it ain't. It's a Vikings game.
It's a Viking
Vikings
game.
weren't assassins, I'm sorry to say. They weren't really the stealthy type.
They weren't. No.
So, yeah. No, I've just always had an obsession with Viking myth, with the style and everything. Like right now,
That's
I'm
fair.
wearing a ring with the Viking runes on them. I've got a bead in my hair with Viking runes on it. And my
Nice.
hair is basically done up in a way that, like I told you with a braid, it's just basically, it looks like a Viking hairstyle.
Yeah. You should do like a Viking outfit.
I will.
More. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh wait. You mean like for my model?
Yeah. Have you considered?
I've considered it,
Mhm.
but I've not actually committed.
You're like on the edge. You're like,
Yeah, because see, the thing is money.
Yes, no, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm like,
get that.
I do love the Viking aesthetic and all that, but I don't know. I feel like I'd rather. What I am planning on doing is next year at Comic-Con. So Comic-Con this year, I met 2 guys dressed as Vikings, and
Yeah.
they were sick. They were just cool dudes, just lads.
Mhm.
And actually, at the Comic-Con is also where I bought the ring and the bead. Because there's a shop called the Viking Boer, which Boer is Afrikaans for just farmer.
Okay.
But it's your traditional Afrikaans farmer, essentially. So, yeah, they have a whole bunch of Viking merch, essentially, which is all
That's so
locally
cool.
made and all that. So, I bought it from there. And I made a promise to these 2 Vikings. Their names are Richard and Dane. I know, right?
Mhm.
Dane!
That's a great name.
For a Viking. His name is literally, his
That
name is
true.
Dane.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. But no, I made a promise to them that next year, if Comic-Con comes back to Cape Town, where I'm from, I will also be dressing up as a Viking. I will be cosplaying a Viking, and
Ooh.
I can meet up with them and be like, sup?
Sup, dude?
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. That's gonna be so fun for you.
Oh yeah. And I will then be posting pics on Twitter because then I'll be in cosplay and I won't care. And I'll make damn sure that'll look good.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you.
But okay. So then let me ask you, what do you feel is your biggest weakness in VTubing? This is because we have a question later, what's your biggest hurdle that you've come over? But
Yeah.
so that's in the past, something that's not an issue anymore. What would you say now? What is something that you're still struggling with now when it comes to content creation and streaming as a medium?
Oh, so I think I think it's really hard to navigate people. I think it's hard to I'm a people pleaser, and it's like one of my flaws of I want everyone happy, and that's
Same.
not something that's possible. Yeah. So right now it's like I'm streaming 7 days this week because I can't say no. And that's something that I have to work on right now. Because I'm a workaholic and then I'm also a people pleaser. So it's a terrible combination that I have to work on.
But are you streaming 7 days all 7 days this coming week?
No, this week, since I got back from my trip, I've been on a stream or streaming.
Oh, every day.
Yeah, every day.
Are you taking breaks this week? That's coming?
This coming week?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's your Wednesday looking?
Let me look. I have a schedule. Hold on.
Because I want to see if I can rope you into playing X Defiant with me.
Oh, actually, I'm free. My birthday is actually the day before.
Oh, shit.
So,
early happy birthday then.
Thank you. Yeah, just message me. We can plan something.
Hell yeah.
Especially since it's free, so it works out easy. So much easier. But also I think another thing is making content on TikTok is fucking hard. It's so hard.
You are speaking to me right now.
It's so hard.
Short form. I cannot wrap my head around.
It's so fucking hard as a VTuber. I'll be like, okay, I'll post clips because I see other VTubers do that.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything. Okay,
flops.
I'll make like a cute, relatable video. Doesn't do anything. I'm like, what do you want from me? What do I do? And it's so weird.
Yeah.
Because my other accounts have like over 30,000 followers. So I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What is this? Oh man, it's
just to tell you, I
hard.
just clipped that for a future possible clip.
Yes.
That whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, my birthday's Tuesday. Thank you, Simon, for the early birthday. I'll be 160.
160, does that mean divide it by 20 and you get that's 8. Wait, no, that doesn't work. That math, no. Divided by 10, you're 16. Divided by, okay, so it's got to be less.
Yeah.
Less than 10. Divided by 5, and you're 160 divided by 5. Fuck, math is letting me down. 20, and then 23. That's what I'm gonna guess.
What are you guessing?
23.
Oh no.
No? Okay.
No.
Where's the shot? Where's the shot? You may be 20, you may be 160, but you're 23 in my heart.
Oh, I'll take that shit. I'll take it. I'll run with it. Let's go. Yes.
But okay.
Honestly, I don't know why I picked that number. It was just random. So you tried to like dissect it and was like, okay, let's see where this goes.
I mean, see,
really
look,
if you get it.
the thing is, you think it's a random number, but it actually isn't. There is some I can't tell you what it is, but someone will be able to figure out what the actual will be able to figure out why you picked 160 as the number. And I don't know. There's some kind of science voodoo magic behind it.
Voodoo magic. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I will be very interested when someone figures that out from that number.
There are some people that are just they know too much.
They know too much. Oh no.
Because the human brain does not like randomness. So there is somewhere a correlation to 160. You might not get it. It might, as I said it now, it might be like 5 times something. It might be 5 times 20 or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Like it's something. It's a connection between numbers that makes that keeps that number being significant.
You know, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. Like, let's say my favorite number was 6. People could say, okay, yeah, that's because you're born on the 24th of May, so 2 plus 4 is 6. Something along those lines. Something like that.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
my favorite number is 7.
Your favorite number is 7?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I like the way it looks. I don't know. It's simple, you know?
Oh, see, your favorite number is 7.
Yes.
What's 6 plus 1?
7.
Yeah. What's 160? 160. What is 6 plus 1? it relates to 7. And then the 0 is just there because you didn't want it to be 16.
I'm going to be looking at numbers for the rest of my life, questioning everything. Does this mean something? Hold on. I already do that when I see like 3 numbers in a row. I'm like, is this an angel number or is this just random? Like, what is this?
Enjoy your further overthinking of numbers.
Right? That's what it's going to do. I'm like, why is this number showing to me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 519. Why is it 519?
Yeah. And like sometimes, you just notice a specific number repeating every now and then it's like, why is this number specifically repeating?
Yes. Yeah.
Like if you see 3 a lot, okay, maybe 3 is a bit small because 3 happens often. As Simon says, 19 is repeating for him. So it's just like, you notice it, and once you notice it, Simon, right now I have somebody who followed me on Twitch 19 days ago. How do you feel about that?
Oh man.
But yeah.
Crazy.
Okay, so then I'll go ahead and ask you the similarly related question. What has been the biggest hurdle that you've had to overcome? So something that's not an issue anymore.
That's a good question. I think one of the things that I've overcome is really taking time to like play games by myself. When I started, it was always collabs. Like I wasn't playing by myself.
That's how I started too.
Yeah. And it takes a lot out of you doing just collabs, Your social battery is constantly on.
I remember there was this one weekend where I had 3 Among Us collabs over 2 days.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. The 2 of them were on one day.
Yeah, no. Especially with that game, because you got to be high energy with how many people are in there. It's just, no. Yeah. So I've slowly began to say, no, I have 3 days for myself on streaming. And 2 or 3 for collabs, depending.
Okay.
Because that's just, that's a hurdle for me, is being able to say, hey, no, like I've said before, that I still struggle with. But also, now I'm able to be like, no, I'm doing 3 solos. I am doing this, and it's not going to change, that kind of thing. That's a hurdle I've overcome, because I just did so many collabs, and I was like, okay, I'm tired.
Yeah. It's like with me, where I also have I put aside Mondays, Wednesdays. Those are usually the days that I do my I do my thing. I do my streams, and then
Yeah.
if somebody wants to do a collab on something else, I'll plan it on a Tuesday, Thursday, or a Saturday, maybe a
Yeah.
Sunday. But
Yeah.
with this coming Wednesday, I was planning on playing X-Defiant anyways. That's Wednesday, so I'm
Why not?
like, hey, it's open, why not?
Right, exactly. Why not? Why not? But that's a hurdle that I've overcome. I also honestly just learning streaming stuff and live 2D is kind of overwhelming when you first get into it.
Oh,
it's
definitely.
as simple as it can be, but it's very still overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like
Definitely.
you just have to learn it. And not to be cheesy, but the biggest hurdle is just starting streaming or starting designing your character and, you know, deciding this is what you want to do is a big hurdle. I feel like a lot of people don't get over because you see a lot of baby VTubers start and they never get over that step because they're too afraid to put themselves out there.
Yeah. The first step is taking the first step.
Exactly. And that's a big hurdle that I think everyone can do if they just put their mind to it, you know?
Yeah.
It just kind of be like, you want to do this? You want to stream? You want to be a VTuber? You got to stream. You got to put that first step out there.
Yeah. Just staying on Twitter and being a VTweeter ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna get you shit.
I mean, it's like, it's what you want, right? If that's what they want, sure. But a lot of them want to be a VTuber that usually either streams or they put out content on YouTube.
Don't be eternally pre-debut.
Yeah, exactly.
On Twitter.
You just got to do it.
Because pre-debut means you have an intention of wanting to debut at some point. Just fucking start streaming. Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, don't wait for debut. Just get something you could put up there with permission from the artist and just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Plus, it might happen to you what happened to me. My very first stream was my debut. I planned everything out. I rigged my model. I did it. The debut, I had like 10 people watching, 10 friends of mine. And then the next stream was basically dead. And that takes a toll on your mental health. So if you can just, because see the whole thing about a debut is like it's been so it's made out as such a big thing in this community. So you're thinking of it as such a big thing because let's be honest, it kind of is.
Yeah.
And if it flops, it takes, as I said, it takes a toll.
Yeah.
So just start.
Just start and always remember you're always going to have more people at debut.
Yes.
Because people are going to come in.
Because it's an event.
Just keep going. Yes, it's an event. It's special. People want to see things. Whatever the case is. New emotes, overlays, whatever the case is that you're selling. But just keep going because those people probably follow and they'll probably be back. You just have to stay consistent. That's like the biggest thing about VTubing is like
about content creation.
Yeah.
In general.
Just have a schedule. Do it. Just do it. Some days I don't want to stream and I just make myself stream and I feel better after I do it because it helps, you know? Like I've been there. I've been streaming to 3 people. It just got to keep doing it.
I'm still there.
But you also have like how you do streaming and podcasting is so smart of you to do because there's not a lot of people that do that in the way that you do, and that's your brand. You know what I mean? That's unique to you, and I respect that because like not a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
So and reaching out to other people takes a lot, and that's also something that's really respectable is putting yourself out there.
That's why I'm ending it at episode 100. It's been a weekly show since episode 1. I've missed 1 week.
Oh dang!
And that was because it was New Year's.
Oh,
I've missed 1 week.
You need a break.
Otherwise, it's been weekly for the last 83 weeks. But yeah, and it's mostly the outreach that gets me because it's quite a pain reaching out to 10 people only having 2 people respond.
Yeah.
And it's
that's
like
just, like,
now
a
I'm
gamble.
trying to get people for the last couple episodes. I need to reach out to more than just 17 people for the last episodes. And then
Yeah.
what happens if I get more than 17 people saying yes?
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
now I need to say, okay, hold up. you need
Wait a
to
second.
wait till season 2, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm planning on I want to get a kind of big personality for episode 100 because, it's the final episode, so I kind of wanted to go out with a bang or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's fair.
that is something that's incredibly difficult at my size, I want to say, because while we always say, size doesn't matter, it kind of does if
Yeah.
you're reaching out to people to get them onto a talk show.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
It does, because they're gonna look at the numbers rather than looking at the content that's being put out.
Yes.
Not always, but some of them do.
Yeah,
but-
it's unfortunately it's a thing, and also if people don't follow you, you don't go into their direct messages. With bigger creators, they don't go into their message requests as
No.
often as other people
Yeah.
would. Like if I see a message request, I go, and if it's a bot or something, I'll clear it out. Or if it's someone I don't want to speak to, I'll clear it out.
Yeah.
Or just something like that. But bigger creators, they don't necessarily go in to their message requests and see my outreach lying there.
Yeah. I mean, like, I clear out mine but I'm also a workaholic. I'm not a great example.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get that. Just gotta keep chugging. Just keep going.
Yeah. And like, that's one of the things, just consistency. That's just the most important thing
Yes.
in content
100%.
creation, no matter what type of content creation, whether it be streaming, making YouTube videos, or fucking posting shit on OnlyFans.
Yeah, even that. Even putting content on other platforms takes a lot of work. I don't think people recognize how much work goes into it.
Yeah.
Whether it's, doing a podcast, doing OnlyFans, or doing Twitch.
OnlyFans, the baker's website.
Exactly. They're selling cakes.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of work. Just putting ourselves out there is a lot of work in itself.
Yeah. But okay, then let me ask you, so now that we've talked about consistency and that,
yes,
naturally the issue of burnout arises. So let me then ask you, what keeps you going, keeps you motivated, and keeps you fighting burnout? And have you dealt with burnout before, and what did you do? That one we can do as a separate one after.
Yeah. Burnout. That's a hard one because I'm slightly burnt out now. But I feel like I have had burnout. Like before I went on my vacation, I was extremely burnt out. I've been hitting it hard since my debut. But the thing that I really enjoy is my community. And that's kind of what keeps me going back, is like I really enjoy my community. Even if there's no games I'm really enjoying, I can sit there and I can play a game and I'm able to like talk with them. I think that's what keeps me motivated because I just enjoy that a lot. But I also fight burnout through trying to be inspired by something. Like, what is inspiring to me? Because why did I start this? I go back to that, but I also look at like, what can I do to make this more exciting for myself? Because sometimes you have to look at it in the way of like, would I watch myself as a streamer? What are they looking at? What do they look? What am I looking for? What do I want to see? Because we're consuming, especially as VTubers, we're consuming a lot of what we are. So we're watching a lot of VTubers. We're watching a lot of streamers. So
like half of the VTuber community's viewers are just other VTubers.
It's true, though. It's true. So, like, what do I like on this person's stream that I keep coming back to, right? So, is it their personality? What is it about their personality that I really enjoy? What is it about their model? What is it about their layout? You know, what about their chat? Are they having some kind of integration in chat that I really like? And I kind of do that on when I'm not like doing my own thing. And that kind of helps burnout because it's fun to see stuff to me from a different perspective, right?
Yeah.
But also having a support net is good. Like mods, shout out to mods.
Yes.
Mods are like some of the best things to have because they're always in your corner and they're always there to be like, no, you're fine. Don't worry. Don't stress about it. Take a day off. You know what I mean? They're always there for you to make sure you're doing good. So I feel like they help my burnout a lot too by taking some weight off of me. When you do a lot and you're doing a lot yourself, you have a lot of weight on your shoulders, right? So I think that's one thing that really helps with it to me is being able to rely on other people because I don't do that often.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Because relying on other people kind of it I don't know. So there's like a hidden fear.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah.
The inner perfectionist.
Right? No, same. Because then I have to release that control too. Like I'm a perfectionist too. So when something doesn't go the right way and it's not me, I have to be like, wait, it's not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't control this. It just has to happen that way. It's okay. It will be better next time. Because I do the same thing. I hate having that trust in other people. But it's sometimes you got to do it just so you can take care of yourself. You know?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Also,
Exactly.
that's not a proper description of my mod. I'm just like, hey Simon, I trust you. You're usually active in chat. I'm just gonna mod you so that if you tell people, hey, check the rules. It's not in the rules. This thing that you're doing, please stop. Then it's like this or whatever.
That's fair. I mean, like, that's also your relationship with your mods, like what you need from them, you know, which is communicated.
Most of my mods are just like my friends. You were modded on your birthday? Did I? Well, then being my mod is your birthday gift. Happy birthday, you're my mod now.
Yes. Oh man. But no, like you don't have to do all of that. That's what I need from my mods. You know what I mean? Because I overthink a lot and I work really a lot more than I should. And that's something that I need from them. And they do very well. But
I'm on two ends of the spectrum at the exact fucking same time. I overwork and I over procrastinate.
I kind of relate.
It's the ADHD, innit?
Yeah. And then you're a perfectionist and you're like, wait, why did this not go the way? Well, because you didn't finish doing it because you were procrastinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're too similar. Eerily so.
It's that ADHD. I drink coffee to sleep. I drink Red Bull
wait, do you
sleep.
actually?
I can, yeah.
Me too.
I can drink.
I can't. If I'm rigging, I can't drink coffee when I'm rigging because it will make me tired.
Exactly.
Or just when I'm working in general, I cannot have coffee because if I'm working and I have coffee, it will make me tired. But if I drink a coffee without being at work, if I'm just drinking a normal coffee, it won't make me tired.
It's when you have to do things.
It's when I have to do things.
Exactly.
I'm like the coffee is here to give me the energy that I need to do the work. Meanwhile, coffee is just like, ha! You think I was supposed to give you energy? I'm just taking it for myself.
That was me last night. I drank coffee when I was drinking last night, and I was like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Now I'm tired. I was like, fuck, I played myself. Damn it.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this will make me be more energetic. No, it did
No.
not. It just made me sleepy.
See, that's why I drink Monster.
Mm.
Because
kind of
Monster
Monster?
doesn't do that. All of them. Except the white one.
Okay. What? What? That's the one I drink?
I hate the white Monster. I hate it. I hate it. It tastes horrible.
When I went to when I used to go to cons, I used to drink like 2 of those a day, if not 3.
Damn.
Those are shit.
Yeah, no, the only monsters I really don't like are the white ones and the rehabs, the iced teas.
I haven't had those actually.
They're shit. I hate them.
I'll take your word for it, but I'm also like, you don't like white ones, so maybe I'll like those if you don't like
Maybe. Maybe. The original will always be one of the best, though.
Oh, the battery acid? I guess, yeah.
What? Battery
It
acid?
tastes like battery acid. The green one?
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
How do you know what battery acid tastes like?
I'm a vampire. What do you expect?
How does that explain anything?
I've had to stop cars before.
Battery
I don't
acid. To be fair, it's like me saying beer tastes like piss. I've never drank piss before, but I imagine that's what piss tastes like, beer.
It do.
I really don't like beer.
I don't like hops. I don't like hops taste. Which is
I
weird because
just-
I'm a cowgirl and I'm supposed to be like, yeah, Cooler's Light, but no.
What do you drink? Vodka?
Oh,
No?
I drink tequila
Tequila? Okay.
and wine, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. See, I generally don't like wine, but
Yeah.
I will every now and then drink a couple glasses of sweet rosé with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're just hanging out and she's got a big old 5-liter box of sweet rosé wine, then I'll take a couple glasses and just sit and chat with her, you know. Some quality time with the mother and some wine. And but then they also do this thing with tequila where they, specifically my mother and one of her friends, they have to put salt on the hand and have a slice of lemon, where I think it's, which one is it first? You lick the salt, then eat the lemon, then take the tequila?
I think it's you lick the salt, take tequila, bite
Eat the lemon. Yes, something like that. I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just give me the tequila clean. I'll take it.
Oh no.
So yeah, I
like,
just drink tequila clean if we're doing shots.
that's fair. That's fair.
But
But tequila's
otherwise,
like clear. It's like it's not painful. Like it doesn't hurt me like vodka.
It's not like a clean vodka shot.
Oh, I just thinking about it makes me want to throw up.
I've done that.
I can't.
I've done it.
Oh.
I've done a clean vodka shot with royal vodka. Now, royal vodka is 96% alcohol.
Yes, it's rubbing alcohol. You're drinking rubbing alcohol.
Essentially, yeah. But
It's pain.
yeah, no, I've that one I will not advise anyone to drink clean ever.
Have you ever had Everclear?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, gosh, don't ever.
Isn't Everclear
Don't
actually
ever.
like rubbing alcohol or something?
Yes.
What,
Yes.
did you actually drink rubbing alcohol?
No. There's a liquor called Everclear.
Oh.
No. It's not actual
No,
rubbing
okay,
alcohol,
okay.
but it's no. Have you had moonshine?
Oh yes, I have. I currently have a jar of moonshine sitting in my in the bar's mini fridge, which
Ooh.
that one specifically is god awful. It
Oh, that
is
sucks.
some kind of, I don't even remember what it is. It's pink. The moonshine is pink, but it tastes horrible.
Pink.
Yeah, but one of my
Oh, boy.
friends, his mother's current boyfriend, he works as a trucker in Texas. And he's brought moonshine home. And this one time we went there, and there was what's it? An apple pie cinnamon moonshine.
Yes.
I died for that shit. It made me blackout.
So good.
It made me blackout and it made me puke. But it was so good. Like, the thing is, I drank too much of it because it was so good. Like, I would be like, where's the moonshine? Give me that thing. Because I would just crack open the lid and drink it out of the jar. Dude, that is probably some of the best alcohol I've had, and I can drink it like it's a fucking Sprite.
Yes. Honestly.
I can... And
like butter.
Yeah.
They have butter pecan. They have cinnamon. They have what is it called? Key lime pie moonshine. Which is
I need to go to Texas so bad. Just for the shine. Much. Dude.
It's so good. Yes.
Actually, so Marcus, can you tell D to ship me some of that shine with that poster? So just some history behind that. Barkus's brother, I think. We made a thing. He posted D, this is the brother. He posted a photo of a poster that I bought at some con, and I was like, I need that poster. He sent me the link to it. Yeah. I was like, okay, it's actually affordable. It's $25 for a 6x8 poster, which ain't bad. Or was it 8x10? It's an A4 poster, essentially. A4 paper size.
Oh, and, got you. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let me see what the shipping is, because ouch. So at that point, I looked at the larger size. The larger size was $45. Shipping alone pushed up the price to $70.
Oh, wow.
If we were to ship it to me.
Yeah.
And there's still import tax, because everything that you import gets taxed. Unless it's a gift. So I was like, hey, D, what if I ship it to you and then you ship it to me as a gift? Then I'll pay you the shipping, but I don't have to pay any import taxes. And then we see how that works. So I'm kind of committing tax fraud.
You're beating the system.
I'm beating the system. Brain. That's what I'm doing.
No, you're beating the system. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have that flaw if it wasn't meant to be extorted.
Exactly. And I mean, like, if it does work, then I can ship clothes to him and ship it to me, because 45% import tax on clothes is ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. And the thing is, they base the tax off of the total cost of the package, including shipping.
What?
So that's crazy. Because that's the price that's the total price that gets printed on the package. It's shown as like the cost of the package and the cost of the shipping. And then the South African Revenue Service, they figure out the tax based on the total price. So if I'm paying like $25 extra for shipping, that's $25 extra that's being taxed upon.
That's crazy.
So
that's too much.
Yeah, that's how we're trying to dodge them. But I don't think D will be able to ship moonshine to me, to be honest. I don't think that'll work. Moonshine. I'm not sure of the legality of importing liquor if you're not a license holder for importing liquor. So I'll not take chances.
That's fair.
I guess I'll just have to fly to Texas to get my shine on.
Yeah, I guess that's what you're gonna have to do. Good luck with that damn airport. I'm just warning you.
I'll have D or Barkus come pick me up. They're also Texans.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
oh.
Yeah, they're Texans.
Well, howdy.
Yeah.
How's it over in your neighborhood? Oh my god.
If you want beer, we could get you a box of Shiner. That's Texas based.
Oh.
What is beer?
That's true.
I don't drink beer.
Shiner's kind of different though.
Is it?
It's kind of different. Not
It's
too
a
much,
moonshine
but,
beer.
Is it? Is it? Hold on. Have I drank this and not known that?
I don't know. I was speaking out of my arse.
No.
But it's called
Oh, crap.
Shiner, so I would assume it had something to do with moonshine.
No. Oh, they have the prickly pears
Is it
now.
not?
No, it's just beer, I think.
It's not. Yeah, Barker says it's not. Okay.
Yeah. Out here loving the heat. That's why I'm inside. That is why I'm inside.
Me right now sitting with, what is the weather? Let me just check real quick. I'll give it to you in Fahrenheit, don't worry. It's 14
Okay,
degrees
my brain.
Celsius. 58 Fahrenheit
That's nice weather. I'll take that.
at night. It's 13 to 1 a.m. We'll probably be
96
wrapping it up
outside right now.
sometime soon. 96. What's that in Celsius?
96. Let's see. And Celsius. 35.
35. Holy.
That's
Decently
not even-
hot.
That's not even how hot it will probably get, like 105 soon.
What's 105?
Soon, yeah.
That's like 37, probably.
Yeah, probably around there.
Damn. Well, okay, then. Let's get back to some of the questions. I only have about 3 more, and then we can get into the Q&A, which, by the way, if you guys
Yes.
have any more questions that you want to ask that I have not asked here, feel free to click on that little blue box at the top of the live chat and ask your questions for Ophi here.
Bruh.
I saw that bombastic side eye.
Side eye. Honestly.
Yeah, no, if you have any questions for Val here, feel free to go click on that little blue box at the top and then ask your questions there. We'll ask it in a bit. We don't have too many questions or I don't have too many questions left. Only about 3. So, without further ado, let me ask you, what are your goals with VTubing and or content creation?
Honestly, I want a figure of myself in
Like
the future.
like a YouTubers or just
like a anime figure.
Okay.
Like not even an Android. That's my
I get that.
dream.
I don't like an Android. They all look the same.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
We kind of do. But like I would love to do this full time. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And I think one of my biggest goals is just having a actual like space where everyone can respect one another and have fun. That's like my biggest goal is have fun, respect one another, be silly, be yourself. If you don't like certain things, that's fine. Just keep it to yourself as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of people come to me that are on different sides of life. Some may be more educated, some may be more ignorant about, like, for example, I'll give you an example. Like LGBT stuff. Some people don't know what a demisexual is.
Yeah.
I don't mind educating them on that and teaching them what it means. And some people don't care. And that's totally okay. As long as they're nice to each other and respect one another, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my goal as a community is educating, being respectful, eat the rich, you know, all of that kind of stuff. But pretty much just that's my goals. Be possibly full-time so I can do full-time like creations, music videos, figures. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And I say this quite often. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, yeah, that'd be cool. Where do I go from here? I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
I just gotta have fun. And if I'm like, well, I gotta hair up my ass to do this, I'm gonna do it, you know? So that's just kind of, I just kind of go by the wind of my seat, essentially. But those are like far off goals of like, if I could do this, I would love to do that, you know?
Okay.
But yeah.
You know, the funny thing that you mentioned with basically, you know, don't be a dick as the one rule. I also have that rule. I just have it in Afrikaans. Don't be a doos.
That sounds so much nicer. That sounds so much nicer.
But it's like
it's like fancy.
It's fancy, but it's actually not.
I know. They don't know that though.
They don't. The one rule is don't be a doos.
Yes, exactly.
But I'm pretty sure people might read it wrong because you spell it like this. I put it in chat, by the way. So it'll appear on screen like that. So I feel like people would probably read it as like a deuce.
I was thinking even like a doofus, like don't be dumb.
Yeah,
don't
pretty
be,
much.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Philip DeFranco would say, "Don't be stupid."
I love him.
I
Yes,
did too.
exactly.
I watch him when I wake up or go to bed. Depends on if I was tired enough when I went to bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like him a lot.
But okay, then let me ask you. So I'm gonna change this other question a bit. Let me ask you, what are some goals that you have already accomplished since you've started? Goals you set for yourself?
Honestly, like hitting over 5,000 on Twitter was really cool. Because Twitter is like a foreign platform to me. So I was like, oh,
I don't
this is
understand
great.
it. Honestly, I don't like Twitter.
Yeah.
But it's essential.
It is for VTubing.
Yeah.
And then like, because the algorithm on Twitter is always changing.
Yeah.
And especially with like Elon Musk buying, everything's changed.
Yeah.
But hitting 5K on there was a lot. But also, like, I think one of the things that I've accomplished, which I didn't know was like something that really excited me, was someone like telling me that I inspired them to start streaming. That kind of like hit me in the feels because I was inspired to start streaming by like Markiplier and PewDiePie and stuff like that. So that was a goal that I didn't know I had, but it really like hit my heart.
Yeah.
It really got me, you know? But I think, I don't know, because I set out with doing this with no goals. I said, fuck it, we ball, right?
Yeah.
I said, we're just going to do this. We're going to put ourselves out there. We're going to have fun. So honestly, reaching anything, whether it's affiliate, whether it's 100 followers or subscribers or whatever the case is, that is enough for me. I mean, you always want to push yourself more, but I honestly just am like humbled by all of the things that I've accomplished in such a short amount of time. But I recently hit 5K on Twitch, which is also really cool because I was like, that's a cool number to hit on Twitch, you know?
Yeah.
5,000 followers on Twitch is insane. For
it
me,
really is.
You know?
Yeah. Like, I mean, if I were to compare that, I would be like, that's hitting 2.5 on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I feel like it's more difficult getting YouTube subs than Twitch followers.
Yeah, because
I got like half a down.
Yeah, the platform, I think YouTube is so missing out on taking advantage of streamers, not like in that way, but like taking advantage in the sense of like,
streaming.
Yes,
as a yeah.
They always think of it as pre-recorded content rather than live streamed content, right?
Yeah.
But it is much more difficult to get followers or subscribers on YouTube. It's so hard.
Not gonna lie, it's also kind of something a tiny little part of the goal that I wanted to do with the show.
What do you mean?
Like, see if I can get people to come over with the show, and then, you know, they see me, they see the show, and then they subscribe and maybe come back in the future.
Yeah, no, and that's part of the marketing, you know? Yeah. I totally get that. I get it.
The show is a marketing ploy. It's all a con. It's all for
all
cloud.
mine. Put the money in
It's
the
all for
bag.
cloud. Put the money in bag. All of this is scripted.
Aw. Wait, hold on. I fucked up my part. I'm 4 lines quick. I'm too soon.
You went to the other page too fast.
Right.
I could hear you turning it. No,
Oh,
it's one more
man.
page back.
Right, exactly. It's line 16, paragraph 4.
Oh no, that's too far back. Too far back. We've already been going for 2 hours and 55 minutes. We're already on page. We're already on page 4.
I'm lost. Oh man.
But okay, then the last question that I have for you is: what has been the happiest moment or the greatest achievement that you've had? So not goals, just that it can be a tiny thing. And this is
Getting a
since
2D
you
model.
started. Okay.
Getting a 2D model. I didn't expect to even get anywhere near getting a 2D until like 2, maybe 3 years of streaming. So I think this is an amazing achievement that I was able to get with my community's support.
Yeah.
That I was like, this is crazy. And I get the artists I want. This is insane. So I was pretty happy about it. I think
Okay.
that's my biggest one.
And it is a beautiful model.
Oh, thanks. I'm very happy with it.
I'm only stating facts.
I didn't want just like super anime. Like that was my thing, is I really wanted one that had a mixture. And I think Mav does great art that way. Because
Yes.
I didn't want like super anime, because I'm into anime. I've been into anime. I've cosplayed, but I'm not into it
Honestly,
right now. You know
I
what
feel
I
like
mean?
that's a common thought among VTubers, among indies at least.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want just anime waifu models all the time. We want more than that. We're more than that, you know? We're people.
Are we? I thought you were a
some days I don't
vampire.
feel like it. Oh. Surprise! I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
Exposing all of the secrets.
Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Exclamation points, or what are they called? Quotations around people.
Yes, there we go. There we go. I wouldn't want to be lumped in with them. Them. I'm a demon.
Oh, man.
Of course I'm gonna be elitist in some way.
You know what? I don't comment, but yes, but no, but yes. That's funny.
We'll not talk about current happenings relating to anything along those lines.
I'm just gonna look the other way.
Yep.
Not...
Sorry, what happened? Nobody's gonna clip that. Nobody clips that. Nobody.
Oh man! Oh, my cheeks hurt. Oh.
That's a good sign.
Yes.
But okay. Okay, that means no, Simon. You don't have to. No, don't clip that.
No.
What am I clipping? No, it's good. It's good. But that means we now get to the Q&A section.
Let's go.
So, before we get into it, if you guys have any further questions, feel free to ask them right now in the Q&A section, or just in chat if chat doesn't go by fast. Then, yeah, feel free to go check out fnv.crd.co for anything to do with the show. I didn't mention it earlier, but the show is currently available on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and Anchor FM, albeit quite outdated, only updated to episode 26. But once the season ends, I'll get back to properly updating it. And probably when I eventually get finished with updating it there, then I can continue with season 2. Use the break as a way to have audio only catch up. But yeah, otherwise...
Gotta catch up.
Yeah. They're quite outdated. Actually, currently the last episode is from somebody who's rebranded. Their socials and everything ain't the same anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Yep. So that's a good look. But yeah. Otherwise, make sure you also go check out my wonderful guest, Ophelia Valentine, on her Twitter and Twitch. You can find all of her links in chat, in the description, and in the show notes on screen. It's everywhere. Her YouTube is linked in the title of the VOD here on YouTube. It's there. So go give her a sub there. Would you ever consider switching over to YouTube? By the way, just a random question. Yes or no?
I really want to start streaming on YouTube, but I'm kind of intimidated by learning a whole new platform to stream on.
That's fair.
But I do want to. I want to. Like, I'm working towards getting on TikTok as well for streaming. So it's a little bit of like, yes, everywhere.
Okay.
Or it's in the works.
Okay. I've made a video that I can send you for just to cover the basics on how to start streaming on YouTube. And I've recently been sending to a bunch of people after Twitch's massive fuck ups.
Yeah.
But
it's always a good idea to do more.
It is
to do
diversifying
more platforms.
Diversify your content.
Mm-hmm.
Which that was actually the main reason why I started the show. To diversify my content. And yeah. But otherwise, yeah, go check out Ophelia Valentine on her Twitter and Twitch. Her Twitter is at Lil O Valentine. That is LILO Valentine, spelled exactly how you would think. And then on Twitch, it's Ophelia Valentine, with Ophelia being spelled OPHELIA. I don't know how you spelled it differently.
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's somehow.
Well, now we get into the Q&A. So, first question is from Simon. Simon asks, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Oh, God. He could chuck woodchuck. I don't remember the answer to that.
There was an attempt. There was an attempt, and it was on the right track. It was on the right track. I'll give it to you. Do you want to know the correct answer?
Yes.
A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
There you go. Yes.
There we go. You're on the right track. I approve. Attempts were made.
Yes. Exactly.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Good job. Next question is from Zinrus. I hope I'm saying that name right. They asked, what do you think are some of the biggest factors that contributed to your overall growth as a VTuber and streamer? Ooh, interesting question.
Oh, that was a crazy question. That's a good question. I think the growth of it has to do with watching trends, and you have to watch what is doing well, whether it's art, whether it's GIFs, whether it's clips. Like sometimes there'll be a random one, right? That will just pop off. You can't look at the randoms. You have to look at what's doing well. But also, I think a big part of it is just putting myself out there in the sense of like collabing with people that I normally wouldn't, or being in other people's streams. Yeah, like it's scary. It's scary to go on a stream with someone that's like you don't know well, but you never know what will happen. Like this has been a good interaction, and then sometimes it won't be. But if you still put yourself out there, it's still a win. Yeah. But
it's networking.
Networking, yes, big key, big fucking key. Before I even started streaming, I was networking. Before I had my model, I was networking. I was making friends with people. I was supporting people. I was being at streams. I was doing a lot. And like, of course, a lot of people don't have that opportunity to, right? Like they're working or whatever the case is. But if this is something that you want, you kind of have to make time for networking. It's very important.
Yeah.
And also having a clear, concise idea for your model or character or lore that's not too convoluted, right?
Yeah.
Because you can watch people that have models that have all of these, incredible things. And you're like, oh, what are you? And they're like, oh, I'm a cat, dragon, dog, elf, and you're like, well, how did that come together? You know, how do we get to this situation we're at now? And I mean that lovingly, but you can't. It's not a sellable point when you have so many ideas that are not unique, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I chose a cowgirl VTuber that's also a vampire, because there wasn't one when I started. And I felt like it's so simple, but it's so recognizable. And I think that's a big thing about my brand. I say that in quotes, that people enjoy, is that they can look at me and go, oh, it's a cowgirl.
Yeah.
It's a vampire. You know
I mean, the
like,
hat kind of gives it away.
Exactly. Like they can look at it and it's recognizable. And I think that's something that's really helped me, is having a clear idea of like what you want and making sure it's simple enough. Because if you have, like I said, a cat, dragon, dog, elf, it's going to be, the design itself is also going to be very confusing.
It's going to be confusing.
So, right? It's going to be confusing for you. It's going to be confusing for the viewer. What is your lore? I was a cat that was turned into a dog that was turned into a dragon. Like it's too much, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's a big part of it. Branding is so important. So
really
fucking
is.
important. You know? Simple branding. Make sure it's clean. Make sure you know what you want in your design.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it. I don't know anymore off the top of my head.
I've got to ask, is your... So I've seen your hat toggle, right? I saw that last night. Is it binded to OBS or is it directly connected to VTube Studio?
VTube Studio. So it's a toggle.
Okay, well there, I just toggled it.
Yeah, it's a toggle.
Don't just put it back on.
I just put. Oh, you don't
Toggled
want
it
it
off.
Okay,
Toggled it
got
off.
you.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
I spent my hard-earned Twitch points, my channel points that I got from last night's watching, just now in your chat.
Oh, okay, it's off. Yes,
Yeah, I
it's
spent
here,
it
it's
just
off.
now in your chat, and it went off, and you toggled it back on.
Oh, damn!
Yeah.
He's just pushing the button. That's funny.
Yeah, no, the last one you put
man.
it back on right after it actually went off.
Oh, last night?
No, now, like the last one.
Oh,
Like
well,
it went off and then you put it back on now.
Oh man.
But okay.
But yes. More toggle.
So the growth, so the advice you'd say is then growth. Or fuck. I'm confusing the questions. The next question is what's the biggest advice you'd give to other streamers? Which I'm gonna assume is like right down the same line of what helped you to grow.
Yeah, but there's also some kind of other stuff. Turn off your viewer count. Viewer count doesn't equate your worth. I know everybody says that, but honestly, it's so true. We have to remember that the VTubing market is very saturated right now.
Super.
And yes, so you have to be able to like turn that off and just play the games that you enjoy. Talk as much as you can, but don't over talk. Like don't make it feel forced. Just feel natural. Because if you feel natural and you're having fun, people are gonna feel natural and having fun, right?
Yeah.
they're gonna reflect. That's why they say chat reflects the streamer.
Yeah.
It's because if you're having fun and you're talking and you're just letting everything flow organically, they're gonna enjoy that more than forcing it. What's more? Branding. Make sure your branding, like I said, is clear, concise. You might have to put money.
At least
Have a brand. Yes.
Have a brand, because I've seen VTubers that don't have a brand.
Yeah, they don't have one.
You need to have a brand as a content creator. Build a brand around yourself, and or something that you do. Like I've got basically two brands. I've got my brand and I've got the show's brand.
Exactly. And something recognizable. Like a lot of people recognize me by my hat. Maybe have something that's like that on your model or my necklace, my bolero. Like that is recognizable to you. That's really good for branding. But really it's just play what you enjoy. Don't follow trends, because trends are going to be saturated, and if you're not enjoying it, people can tell. I hate to say that, but it's true. People can tell when you're not enjoying playing games that are trending. And make content that you enjoy. Like, make content that makes you happy, that makes you smile, that makes you laugh. Because then that means that you're having fun with it, right? So that's basically it. But big one is don't look at your viewer count, because that will make you depressed. It doesn't matter how many views you have. You Top Dog, Shy Lily, big VTubers, right? But they're not looking at their numbers. They're looking at their content.
They're looking at chat.
Yeah, they're looking at chat. They're not caring how many viewers they have. And then sometimes, like, you'll have less chatters, for example, but you have good numbers, and you'll never know that. And you'll be down on yourself, and you'll be like, shit, I didn't do good. And then later on, you look and you have good numbers. So it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Just play your games, enjoy what you're doing, and the rest will come. That's kind of the vibe I get, you know?
Okay.
But
then the next question is from Black Tiger. He asks, if money wasn't a question or a problem, what would you do? So if you had all the money in the world, what would you do?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would move out of the States, for sure.
Where to?
I always wanted to live in Germany. I really like Germany.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
A little bit. Not a lot. I can understand it. But I would love to live in Germany, or I would love to live in like Scotland, because I love green's my favorite color. And I feel like, or like Iceland, somewhere like that. I just feel like would be very
super green.
Yeah. So I'd love to be surrounded by that and all the history, because I'm a big history nerd. So I would love to live in those areas.
I know what little German you know. All the lyrics from Rammstein. That's the German, you know.
Also, like, I used to follow this model named Ophelia.
Oh.
And she posted in German, and I would like translate it. But yes.
For me, learning German would be easier than other languages because of its close ties to, or because of Afrikaans' close ties to it being a Germanic language. Like, I don't even need to learn Dutch, really. It's mutually intelligible. But but Dutch ain't cool. German. But a lot of the German words, I can just like look at it when it's written down and be like, okay, I can kind of understand that. Some others, not so much.
That's kind of cool, though. That's like a superpower.
Bilingualism. Let's go.
Yeah. I've tried. I took 4 years of Spanish, and none of it stuck. I mean, like, I can understand it, but speaking it, no.
No, you're not gonna happen.
No.
I feel like that's a common trend in the US of A.
Well, to be fair, a lot of people don't even try to learn languages.
True.
They don't even put the attempt into it. Like, I tried to learn Spanish, and I've tried to learn Korean, and I've tried to learn.
Like, you actually you put in the effort and the attempt.
Yes, but it's hard when, like, with like Korean or other languages, when you don't have to keep it.
Cut out,
you know.
Kind of it.
Oh, sorry. It's hard when you're learning languages to like keep it if you don't have like someone to practice with.
Yeah, the immersion,
person, you know,
the immersion is required.
Yeah, you have to be able to talk to someone to be like, oh, is this correct? Like a natural speaker or a teacher.
Like, it's much easier learning Japanese when you're in Japan.
Yes, exactly. Or wherever you're living. But like, if you're living in the States, there's a ton of different languages, but the chances of you being able to communicate with them is very slim.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of people that speak Spanish, but it's hard to have a sit-down one-on-one situation where you could talk to them, unless it's in a classroom situation. Because you're not going to be like, hey, lady at Target, I'm going to try to speak to you in Spanish to help you.
Your anxiety won't allow it.
Like, yeah, they'll just look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm oh, I tried because it's happened.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's like one of those things where I think that learning languages is really cool, especially if you learn more than one. That's incredible. I love that.
I mean, I can't say I've learned more than these two than I have. It's just, you know, I grew up in an Afrikaans speaking household, and I watched a lot of TV, and everything was in English as I was growing up as well. So, yeah,
Okay.
it's more like,
So one is like a home spoke, and then one is like a learned from watching kind of thing.
yeah, that's English.
Mm.
Because
Yeah,
Afrikaans
yeah.
is my home language. If I go speak with my mother and my father now, I'll probably be speaking in Afrikaans to them.
That's so cool. I love that. That's culture. I love it. There's none here.
Don't lie. You Texans have culture.
Texans?
Do you? You do.
We got guns.
Exactly.
That's what I don't want to be. We got guns and we eat beans.
You got guns and you got moonshine.
Oh, true. We do got
You
moonshine.
got some
That
good
is true.
fucking moonshine.
That is true.
Don't sleep on it, or it'll make you
think
sleep.
It's imported, but that's fine. That is true. It'll knock your ass out.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is true.
Then, question from Zach McGonigal. Val, when are we playing Green Hell?
McGriddle, shut up. I haven't even played Green Hill. That's one of my regular. He wants to play Green Hell together. Maybe soon when I have time.
And then another question from Zach, which is our second to last question. Favorite monster goal? I saw that bingo you did.
Oh, I can't say nothing to defend myself. Favorite monster girl. I think I really like Monster Musume.
Mhm.
I really like the Snake Girls a lot.
Flamingos are hot.
Like Mia. Mia's really cute.
I've not watched Monster Musume. I'll confess.
It's an ecchi, so
I know.
just preparing you.
No, I don't have anything
But-
against watching ecchi.
Okay.
I've watched Yuragi So no Yuna-san.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's a harem ecchi. That's like one of the only things where I'm like, you know. But I like the snakes. I like Mia. I really like the giants. The giants are really cute. I don't know. I don't really have a special one. I just love all of them except Spider Girls. I'm sorry, I don't like spiders.
Yeah,
I avoid
arachnophobia.
spiders. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Really bad. Really, really bad. I can't even watch spider VTubers. That's how bad it is.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty
Right.
rough.
You know, I've actually previously said when it comes to the rebrand question from earlier that I found this one spider which I think is so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you the photo if you're down.
Sure. Yeah, I can look at it. I just can't watch it move. That's the thing. Spiders scare me when they move.
Okay,
It's the
so
movement.
this one, it's got quite the name. It's called the Demon Horned Orb Weaver.
Oh. Okay.
An orb weaver is a special kind of spider because their webs are magnificent. But this one just looks different.
Oh. He's just a silly little guy.
Yeah. You want to know what those horns are for?
What?
Protection against birds. So that if a bird
That's
tries to eat him, they choke.
Uh-huh.
Birds will
I
choke
love that.
and then spit them back
Nature's
out.
amazing.
It is. It really is. So I guess if I was a spider, a demon horned orb weaver, VTuber, bye Ophelia.
If you have spider legs or more than one eye,
More
it
than
would
one
freak me out.
eye? What if you're not a
Yeah, like,
spider VTuber, but you still have more than one eye?
you know, like how spiders have like them on the side?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Okay.
I can't do it.
But
It
if I
creeps
have
me out.
like 4 in the face,
That's fine. It's just in the spider sense of like the legs combined with the eyes
Okay.
and the spider e-ness. It scares me. It scares me.
okay, so spiders are where you draw the line. Got it. Good to know.
Spiders is my line. I'm sorry. There are other people that will love you so much. It's just not me. It's just not me.
Okay, and then the very last question that we have to round out this episode is from Simon, who's asking, did you have fun?
I did have fun. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm glad.
This is a lot
Considering
of
that we've gone for 3 hours and 20 minutes. If you
That's-
want, yeah,
Holy shit, yeah.
if you want, we can go for 5 minutes extra, and then this will be the longest episode yet. Because
wow.
the previous longest episode is 3 hours and 22 minutes with secret
Wow, I mean,
subject.
Totally up to you.
Like
but
we've already gone so far. Damn.
dang, yeah, I didn't even realize. I was like, oh, we've got an hour.
Yeah. Actually,
Good
wait,
Lord.
there was one more question. Marcus
Oh.
asked a question earlier in chat. What kind of stream content would you be interested in making on TikTok? So what would you do live on TikTok?
There's 2 types of content I want to do.
Mhm.
One is just gaming, because a lot of people just enjoy watching other people game on their phone, like if they're
Yeah.
at work or
Yeah,
they're just in
definitely.
bed and they don't want to get up. But I also think it would just be fun to do like just chatting, talking with people, getting to know that new community, while also having your model and stuff like that, or talking about gaming, because gaming is a big part for me, like the new game series or whatever the case is. Those are
Yeah.
the 2 kinds that I would do personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
What about
what about?
what would you do if you were to go to TikTok? What would you do?
I mean, I've already got vertical installed. I'd just restream to TikTok.
Oh, like do 2 stream?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, like
got
this
you.
stream right now, like I've already got vertical set up there on the side to mainly that's for just if something funny happens, then I can just press a hotkey and it saves the last 60 seconds in vertical format.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
brain.
I'll show you one of the clips from tonight's show, because I've gotten like 2 or 3. Then I'll just
Okay.
show that to you how I have it set up differently. So I would
Mhm.
just use vertical because they have a plugin they have the thing to, you can just say stream, and then it streams to TikTok or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I got you. That's smart though. That makes it easier, because I was trying to do it through Streamlabs and I was like,
Fuck
that's
Streamlabs.
hard.
Fuck Streamlabs.
Oh,
If I'm gonna be
I know that's pretty much everyone's reaction, but I downloaded OBS. I'm working on OBS, but like it intimidates the shit out of me.
I get
because
that.
it's-
I totally understand it. But
I'm going from baby version to adult version, and I don't like it.
yeah. No, I totally get that. And it's just the thing is, when I started streaming, I was using Streamlabs as well. And then eventually I figured out, Streamlabs easily takes up like 15 to 20% of my CPU. Right
Yes,
now,
it does.
with everything that's running, OBS is only consuming about 4.6% CPU.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And if you and that allows you to get a lot more intense with all of the complexity that you do with plugins, with browser sources and all that. Because
Yes.
with Streamlabs, when I was using that, I had a simple little artwork showcase rotating,
Yes.
showing any fan
Yeah.
art and commissioned art that I've gotten of me, like here, basically to the right of where my head is right now, where my hand is.
Yeah.
That thing alone would take up like 5% CPU. that one browser source. And then I tried doing it again here in OBS, and it didn't make a dent at all.
That's crazy. Wow.
So yeah, if you need that little bit of extra CPU, I recommend making the switch. I'll help out if needed. I'll help out if it's really needed.
I'm stressed. It's scary. Oh man, I need to, but that's smart. That vertical thing for TikTok, though.
Yeah, it's a life changer. Thanks, Harris Heller, for making it.
Right?
From Senpai.
Thank God.
Yeah. Like, it's next level. And you can even just record in it. Like, you can set the scene up to have your normal short, so that you have, like, your short set up, and then you just click record and record the short, and boom, it's done. Now you just have to go into post and just, like, add in subtitles, or just trim it down a bit, cut out your mistakes and what.
That's crazy. I love that. Technology is insane nowadays.
It really is.
I remember playing Neopets, and we're here now. So what's happening? It's crazy.
Okay. This has now officially been the longest episode of FNV yet.
Let's go! Thank you for staying up and talking with me. I know it's late for you.
Yeah, I've not had dinner.
Oh no! Go get dinner.
I have my dinner. It's been sitting here next to me for the last 3 hours. Because I had intended on eating it before we started, and then I had to go make it. By the time I finished making it, it was already 10:02. And I was like, fuck.
Oh man.
No. And like I can't host a show while I'm fucking stuffing a hamburger down my mouth.
Oh yeah, please.
So yeah. But no, don't worry. I'm used to it. So yeah. And plus, as I mentioned, I only got out of bed at 6 p.m. I can go on for a bit longer.
True. That's fair.
But yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode. So hey, guys, if you guys did enjoy this, please drop a like down below, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and stay tuned for more FNV next week, every Friday until episode 100. Otherwise, I stream every Monday and Wednesday at the minimum. Otherwise, I try and do Tuesday and Thursday streams every now and then as well, doing some art or regular or whatever. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy it, check out fnv.crd.co once again for everything to do with the show, and make sure you go check out my wonderful guest Valentine over here. Her stuff are in the chat, in the description, show notes, on screen. It's everywhere. But without further ado, I've been your host, Zara. I thank you all for coming by, and I will see you all next time. But until then, ciao for now.
Bye-bye!
By the way, y'all, don't click off just yet. I want to see if we can raid out to someone, because if you didn't know, you can raid on YouTube. So yeah. So the raid message will be Kappa space Zara FNV raid exclamation point Kappa, just like that. You can copy and paste it multiple times, and then it'll look like that. I will find someone to raid real quick. We are gonna raid to my boy Lumberjack Samurai. He's been a homie. He's a mod of mine. And yeah, we're gonna check in over there.